Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Like I said, Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. I already know what it is. We back with another one of them things. And tonight we got ourselves a hell of a topic, ladies and gentlemen, involving Ja Morant, Memphis Grizzlies all-star, superstar, whatever you want to call it. Ladies and gentlemen, news came in. Obviously, there's been a lot going on, a surplus of things, not just the news that just broke. You know, I want to hope that this is a teachable moment. We're going to break down. There was reports, obviously, from Ja Morant. He spoke and gave some kind of latest after the aftermath of this suspension. And the Memphis Grizzlies have came down. Earlier today, we reported, you know, that Memphis and some people was going to have to make some decisions. Then you've seen the at least. That's another thing that people not emphasizing. That was very cryptic, in my opinion. The at least. They didn't say he was suspended for 2 games, and it's at least. You've heard this thing could start to drag out. It could get filthy, and we're gonna break it all down tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, Ja Morant messing around, doing whatever he was doing. It was truly unfortunate to see. I'm not here to crucify Ja Morant. I do believe that Ja Morant can learn from this and become, you know, just change all this around. You know, he's very young. I mean, we've all made mistakes. I mean, obviously, a young man with a whole bunch of money, you know, it's a lot. You know, I understand. But at the end of the day, there are children, you understand, that look up to you all over the world, including Memphis and the Carolinas, like we stated earlier today, you know, where he's from. So we have to hold all of these, just like we can hold up the situations that he's a young man that can make a series of mistakes and bounce back. We have to hold accountable that he has to watch out for the young men and women that are looking at him as a beacon of hope and opportunity for their futures. You know, so that's what I'm here to speak to and preach to as well. You know, so I hope that tonight everybody can come to each side in the middle and shake hands here, because this is going to be a fabulous discussion. But bottom line, breaking news, Ja Morant is suspended ahead of the postseason for the Memphis Grizzlies, who are rolling sky high in the Western Conference. This is going to be a setback, y'all, and let's hope it don't drag out any further. It's Flight Sports TV. Hit that like button if you new. You don't stumble to the right place. Most definitely hit that subscribe button. We got all access in the building. Dex, talk to the people. We live.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in the streets. Shout out to the panel as it reached its premium peak. And most definitely shout out to the chat and all of the cacophony and controversy that's surrounding this young, up and coming, budding superstar, Ja Morant. So that's going to be marvelous to see how the chat reacts and how they commune with each other based on the topic at hand. And listen, I would be remiss if I did not recognize those of you who pull up on a daily, even though you might not be in the chat, even though you might not be on the panel, but you pull up daily to get your fix at Flight Sports TV. Big ups to you. Salute to you. Keep it coming. Listen, All my night riders out there, let's go. I know you got vampire blood in your DNA. Let's go, baby. Flight Sports TV / Flight After Dark. Listen, this is a cautionary tale with the likes of John Morant. This is a cautionary tale with the likes of John Morant. Flight, we already know that John Morant gave his apology for his dubious actions. He basically realized, or someone in his camp realized, he has spit on the logo. He has spat on the shield. And Nike have responded and have broke their silence on the matter. Nike basically appreciate John Morant taking accountability for his actions by getting ahead of everything after his dubious actions by being a hallmark of responsibility and prioritizing his well-being by showing some support early on in this saga. Now, John Morant knows better. We know that John Morant knows better. And to me, I have to put some of the onus and blame on his team, on his family, that is a part of his inner circle by not putting a hedge of fire around this young man. Now, of course, we know that at a young age, sometimes we have aberrant behavior, and sometimes that behavior gets a little awkward when these young men feel that an aspect of our culture, being a tough guy, being the gangster, being the ex-con, is a rite of passage. And far too often in the inner cities, which I don't believe John Morant is from, but nevertheless, far too often for people of the minority sector take bad behavior, recalcitrants, ex-cons, and those who refuse to rehabilitate themselves, whether it's internally or externally, as a badge of honor. And that is a warped mentality. So our young brother, John Morant, haphazardly fell into the cracks and crevice of bad behavior. And he was glorifying it like it was a thing to do. Unbeknown that you got millions of people watching, whether he cared or didn't care, whether he was conscious or not conscious, but subconsciously, I know he knew that this was not the right thing to do. And this is why he came out so soon to apologize for his bad behavior and trying to disassociate himself from that caricature, because that's not his character. I seen the young man in person. I didn't talk to him, but I seen how he interact with his peers, and his peers accepted and accept John Morant to the fullest.
Thank you.
He's like I said, he's in a caricature. Now, I heard people mention rap music and all that. Listen, come on. I've been listening to rap music since rap music came out. Okay, rap music has never influenced me to do anything that I didn't want to do already. Now, what rap music has done for me was help me realize that I'm not alone in what I like to do. That's what rap music have done for me throughout the years when I was really into rap music. It helped me realize that I wasn't alone in the things that I like to do. And rappers rapping about it. Whether it's being conscious, whether it's being funny, whether it's being a dancing machine, whether it's being braggadocious, or whether it's being criminal. It never influenced me, but it did allow me to recognize that I was not alone in the things that I like to do. So therefore, it was somewhat of an amplifier. It kind of enhanced what I already wanted to do, but it didn't make me do it. It didn't coerce me to do it. It didn't force me to do it. It just enhanced or amplified what I already
No.
was doing or was enjoying.
It made you realize you had to stay in your right lane. It made you realize what lane you needed to be in. Is that right?
It didn't Rap music never made me realize what lane I wanted to be in. I already came to that realization, whether it was for good or bad. But like I said, it was an amplifier. It enhanced me. So I felt emboldened. I felt more emboldened when because I know that I'm not alone, and not that I'm not only not alone, but these people are somewhat of a celebrity, and they are rapping about things that I'm into.
Right.
So I feel more emboldened and to pursue those avenues or those channels of endeavors,
Okay, Dex, what do you
good
say
or bad.
when you talk about rap music? When you say that, we go like to this right here. We use rap music when it broke out, because rap music got a message to it. The rap music didn't always start out gangster. It turned gangster. So bad turning gangster started out with a message, and the message people was getting, and they understood it, but a lot of younger people were relating to that message because they wasn't understood to it. KRS-One. They didn't get the message.
Where rap always had a balance.
Called BDP when you go to the tip top, watch in the hip hop, right?
Right.
You understand?
But see, but listen, rap always had some form of a balance when we was in control of it. When we control rap music to some degree,
we never controlled
you know,
it, Jack.
yeah, we did. Yeah. No, that's not true.
Jack. We never had the
No,
right
that's
to do it.
no, that's not true. That's not true. People, listen, you don't forget, we controlled it when it was in the streets. We controlled it when it was in the house party. We controlled it when it was on the block, when it was in the when it was in the park. We controlled it.
When people were
No, Vern, don't do that. Don't give them all that credit because they don't deserve all that credit. We controlled it at one point, and then people saw value and money in it. Then that's when we lost control.
When MC Hammer was selling tapes out of his truck.
Listen, that's an aspect of independence. We didn't control it then. We didn't have control of it. We had more independence.
So we're gonna go down to when what's his name? The one out there in New York. What's his name?
Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, African Bambaataa.
And they didn't control nothing.
Yes, they did. That's not true. They did. The Us Girls, Funky 4 plus one more,
only one Dex,
Spoonie G.
Dex, can I say this? The only one started controlling this brand was that one guy out there. What's his name? Be doing with
Russell Simmons.
MC Hammer, the one to be doing with LL Cool J, the one was going through death row with Doom. Doom was the one.
No. You missed. No.
Uncle Vern. Get too off track from John.
Right, Uncle Vern. Listen. We controlled it when we was in the streets, when it was fun, it was free. You charge a minimum amount to come into a house party. Those people did not even want to have nothing to do with rap music until like the likes of the Sugar Hill Gang and stuff like that, that made it was more commercial. And then they start to take it to another level because they start putting money into it. Remember, one of the first person that invested in rap music was Sylvia Robinson, a sister. They
Okay.
used
And
to
where she from?
sing disco.
California.
And so
Where
she
is
already
she
had to,
located at?
huh?
Where
No,
she
Sylvia Robinson
located
from
at?
New York.
Okay. So who is she dealing with?
She
What
had Sugar
label
Hill.
is she
She
dealing with?
owned Sugar Hill Records.
Okay, that's Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill out there in New York. Right. Understand that.
Right. And then that's how you get the Sugar Hill Gang, because she owned Sugar Hill Records.
Right.
Sylvia Robinson was the disco singer, remember?
Right. Understand that. That's why disco turned to rap real fast.
Right, exactly. You saw
Yeah.
there was a connection. Rap and disco is always somewhat connected because of the
No, it was
DJs and
never
the dancing.
connected to a certain extent. It was never connected because it was
Well,
different scene.
how you get Rappers Delight if it wasn't connected?
It wasn't connected because it was a different scene. Disco didn't have that.
No, that's
Well,
not true.
listen,
How you get
Dex,
DJ Hollywood? Remember DJ?
Dex, when you ask the
No,
question, you ask the
I'm
question.
giving you a rap.
You said,
Listen.
Dex, you asked the question.
I'm giving you a symposium on rap right now that
okay,
you're not familiar with.
The answer to the question. I was going to tell you.
But he said, "Don't get too far from job." But listen, but I interjected.
Wait, can I do this? Hey, Dex, that we ain't gonna just leave that alone. Cause you went to rap and all that other stuff about Ja. Let's get back to Ja. Hey, Flight, you right. Hey, you know why Ja like he is? It's his upbringing. And Dex said it real admirably. He ain't come from the ghetto, he ain't come from the hood. Ain't no hood in him. Never was, never will be. Why? He was raised by his father. Why? Because his father a fool like he is. Back to you, Dex.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I co-sign on
Well,
all that.
you ain't got to co-sign.
Well, listen, hold on one second, Flight. Before you take side.
Flight, Dex,
ain't no chump. That's what I can tell you. That's what I can tell you. He ain't no chump.
Flight, can I say this? Look, Flight, I'm gonna tell you, this is a call-in show, Flight, and this is a matter of opinion. And if you don't like my opinion and you don't agree with my opinion, I'm sorry. You can block me. You can do what you want to do. But I still got my opinion.
It's not that serious.
Well, let's just leave it ain't that serious. We're just letting it be known, Flight. Because there's a lot of bums out there in this industry, so-called this YouTube industry, this YouTube internet world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not confused. And I see this like here. And the subject of your thing right now, this fool. All this money he got, and he want to be a gangster. And he ain't no gangster. He wasn't raised like that. He wanted to be a round out chest. Not round out, yeah. Round out chest, another one to pull the gun. He wanted to be like them. Them his heroes. He can jump out the gym.
Gilbert Arenas.
And I'm going to tell you something. Dex. Get this
Javar
Dex.
Creighton.
I'm going to tell you something, Dex. For real, in Flight 2, you get this too because you got kids. And Dex got kids too.
I was about to say that.
In the world, Flight, you're going to have to be responsible how you bring yours up. So you want to be real focused on how you bring yours up. Because you want them to be who you know, this ain't John Morant ain't your hero and stuff like this. You know, your kid might grow up liking John Morant, stuff like that. But you see right now, John Morant got something going on that he has to deal with. That's how it is. It's just bringing up yours. And this man could have brought his up to be right. Yeah, this man could have told his son a long time, hey, why, John, why you want to go gangster? Where that come from?
Yeah, you better catch him quick. Because it was an incident with my grandson similar to that.
Dex, thank you for saying that, Dex. And I mentioned it again, like I just said, Dex. That man could have caught his son way back, a little back, even before he started going up on Shannon Sharp.
That's the results of that.
You know what I'm saying? Now you taking it off the court. Now he's taking it right back off the court again. A lot of people see that, Flight. That's my point, Flight. A lot of people see that as, hey, look, bad news is good news too. Because remember what happened out there when that boy got shot out there in Houston and who was out there with him? Remember the people that was out there that was around there did at that time?
Yeah, Flight just made a video.
Yeah, boy, I'm telling you, everybody making videos, but they ain't come to an understanding. When they come to an understanding, Dex, I'm tell you about me, Dex. You know what, Dex? One thing I get a lot of news, I get a lot of views and all this other stuff. Main thing I get, Dex, I try to get understanding, Dex. And understanding next thing, and the best thing in the world next to God's love, Dex.
Interesting.
So Dex, I can't get understanding when I'm trying to overtalk somebody. Well,
I was trying to chime in because I don't want you to spill everything out so fast because we got a long way to go on the stream.
Hey,
we got to save some of that good stuff, Uncle Vern.
I ain't gonna be around all day, ain't got all day, but I know it's gonna go along the stream. We just make the stream go. Shout out to Sky.
So what I was trying to insert was that a lot of people want to blame rap music because rap music do have a negative connotation attached to it because of the harsh, banging, some despicable lyrics that are in rap music.
You put the blame on the culture, and the culture, like you said before, the culture was bought by other realms, outside realms of the culture. So they won't let me finish. Dog wild.
Hold on, let me finish.
Like that, Dex, please.
No, you can put it like that. Don't tell me to put it like that. When you talk, you put it like that. When I talk, I'm putting it my way because I can address a different kind of audience, and then you can address a different type of audience. You follow what I'm saying?
What kind of audience you addressing?
I don't know. Whoever's willing to listen. But what my point that I agree with you with, Uncle Vern, is this right here. Most gangsters want to become squares, and most squares want to become gangster. That's how mixed up we are. It's a mental debauchery. Because in the end, you want to have a life of peace unless you're a maniac. If you're a maniac, hold on, bro, Uncle Vern, please, hold on, bro. If you're a maniac, then you don't want to have a life of peace because you're a maniac. If you're an agent of chaos, you don't want to have a life of peace.
Okay, let me say this.
Because you're psychopathic.
Dex, you are aware, and you are to a certain extent associated with a lot of people in the life like that. And I understand, I recognize that just through your conversation alone, through whom I know the people you talk about. But listen to me. Do you find yourself in that realm, not because you're associated with, do you find that yourself in that arena?
No. Okay, diligently, no. But I do have family members that I might come around that's in that realm. But I'm not associated
with them. But you're not associated with
on family. There's not friends. See, I don't have no friends that's into that. I got family that's different. They family. What I'm gonna tell them? Don't come around family. You follow what I'm saying? Now, when you come around me, if you come to my crib, you better be good. You know, you follow what I'm saying? Ain't no foolishness here. And if you ain't good, you better be responsible for every action you take when you're around me or you coming to my crib.
Hey, Jack, you ever heard that song? Ain't no such thing as the halfway crook.
Yep.
You agree with that?
You shook. Ain't no such thing as a halfway crook. Mob Deep, of course.
That's my point.
Prodigy and Havoc.
That's my point, Dex. You ain't got to play. You ain't got to allow to kick it.
Yep.
Yeah. No, you ain't got to allow to kick it. You got money like he got. You can jump out of the gym. You ain't got to allow to kick it.
And that's the point I'm trying to come full circle with, is because, like I said, sometimes having all that much money, and when you come up through an environment where everything was somewhat squeaky clean, I can't say it was squeaky clean, but I'm quite sure that T. Morant, his dad, tried to provide an atmosphere for his kids to grow up in peace so they can be creative. And what they have created was their athleticism. It allowed them to blossom. But a lot of times when you in environments that's full of chaos, a lot of your creativity don't flow properly. Only some of us that are really strong-minded are able to break the barriers and create a new cycle of success. But that's only a few. You follow what I'm saying? Many are called, but few are chosen.
Hey, I understand that, Dex, but see, that ain't gonna happen through the generations. It's gonna happen from your father on down to everybody else. Like with your parents did that because they emphasized education. I ain't stupid because I know that, because that's how you smart like that. I didn't know you just pick it up off the street. I know those Tom, Dick, and Harry told you, say, look, fool, go to school, you'll learn.
My parents, and being fair, my parents only went so far with me. And I only allowed them to go so far with me. After that, I broke the shell. You follow what I'm saying? And then I went on my own based on what motivated me. Now, I do recall some things that they have told me, and it did help in some key decisions in my life.
Right.
But I still had bad behavior, and everything that I did in life, my mom and dad is not proud of.
Yeah. Hey, Dex, I'm safe to say this. You ain't the first person to graduate from college in your family.
No, I'm not.
Of course, not even close, right, Dex?
No, I'm not.
Okay, Dex, that's my point. Keep going.
Oh, Dex, you feel sorry for him, Dex?
Um,
Sorry for who?
I wouldn't say I feel sorry for Ja Morant because I feel that he's well equipped enough to know what he was doing, but it felt fun to him. You remember that boy in Florida, that little kid in Florida, right? That stole his grandmama car and was driving down the street, and the police pulled him over. And then the police asked him, like, what? I mean, the news reporter asked him, well, why would you do that? Why would you take your grandmother's car as driving? And he said, I know it was wrong, but I just wanted to do something ratchet.
You
Try
think
to
that's
You
see
remember
somebody.
that?
you
Peer
think
pressure. Peer
you
pressure.
think you
Peer
think that's
pressure.
what it is? It's peer pressure. That's what y'all doing. Y'all
No,
using.
there ain't nobody peer pressure, no Ja.
Well, what you think it is?
I think it
I
is.
think that's what he just wanted to do, ratchet shit.
I don't
Peer
think he
It
pressure.
just
wanted to do ratchet shit. I just think he
he
think
have to because if
he
not, he
nah he
wouldn't do
dumb.
it.
He
He never
dumb.
been doing
This
it.
That's right. Thank you.
no
There you go. He ain't been doing it. He
no
ain't grew up doing that shit. He
man.
didn't
Come on,
inherit ratchet behavior.
man.
The
Come on,
kid went to
man.
a private school for crying out
Right.
loud.
He could
Well,
go the way he
there you
want to
go,
go, but
Dex.
we all know how this work. It
I
work
don't
like
think
this,
he's dumb. That you see,
man.
he
This man,
apologized,
he
right,
dumb,
Sky?
man. He dumb,
Okay,
man. Yeah,
hold
I
on with that dumb.
believe it.
Okay, hold on with that, Scott. He's okay. Hold on with the dumb. I'm gonna let you explain your version, but
All right.
I just want to give you some information. He apologized instantly, and remember what does correlate with? It correlates with James Booknight. Remember the situation with James Booknight, and we don't hear
Yeah,
nothing about James Booknight even apologizing, even taking accountability,
Oh,
or the team.
let's
Remember,
go.
we was talking about this,
Let me
or the
explain.
team
I
taking
agree with you.
accountability. And
Check
now
this
look at
out.
James Booknight.
Check
But
this
with
out,
John
Dick.
Morant, okay, hold on. With John Morant, he seen what he did. Somehow he snapped out of the spell and he took accountability immediately, and also the team. So that just shows you two different organizations, two different human beings in similar situations, the criminal situations.
The
Okay,
point
go ahead, Scott.
the point I'm getting at is you saying he take accountability, right? What else he supposed to do? You
Right.
acting like he did something that he ain't supposed to do. But we all know, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all this way before this happened. Most athletes are dumb. Now
Thank you.
we could go back to when you said he went to private school and all this. We all been in high school. We know how this works. The athlete get everything thrown underneath the bus. The athlete could fight, but the kid that's not an athlete gonna be the one that gets suspended. All the dirt gonna go on that kid. It been like that. That ain't nothing new. So he probably been acting like that, but it was thrown under the rug. Now he's under a magnifying glass due to him playing the NBA, and that always been him. We just looking at it from the point of, oh, the life he lived and what that got to do with it.
I said that, Scott, earlier. I did say that.
But what I'm saying
It's
is,
already in him.
so the point I'm getting at, he just dumb. He a crash dummy. We making excuses on why he did that. He got all the money in the world to take the hood out of him. He
Right.
did that. That's straight.
See, what I'm saying is I don't know if there's any hood in him like that.
No,
The
you
way we
see,
say hood.
this what you
I,
want.
I think
I
I
don't
think
mean
it's
look.
I think it's a more of a
It's too
caricature than his
Manufactured.
no.
character.
It's two
Yeah,
not
Manufactured.
character.
manufactured.
It's not character. You see,
It's the
this what I'm saying.
manufacturing of
Caricature.
a character.
See, it's two. Listen, I said two different words. I said it's more of a caricature than his character. The
Right. A
I'm
caricature
just.
means somebody you
manufacturing
make
of.
up. You know, the studio
I don't
gangster.
think
You know what I'm saying?
no. I don't
Thank
think
you.
he
Thank
making
you,
it
Dex.
up. I don't think he making it up. This is what you don't understand. They live
They
in an
trying to make it
imaginary.
up.
He in the era. We talking about a kid, dog, and what he doing is what most kids are doing around his age. And what I
Acting
mean by
out.
he ain't acting out. He literally thinking he living in a video game.
I mean, he acted it out.
This what he don't understand. In the real world, all the money he have in the real world don't matter to somebody that don't have nothing. Like you playing
Money don't
gangster.
matter to a bullet.
Right.
This
There you go.
you
He's playing gangster. That's a
man, you
caricature.
what I mean by that is he playing gangster, right? They got some dudes don't care you Ja
Shout
Morant.
out to the chat.
They got some dudes don't care that he Ja Morant.
And listen, down in Memphis, they didn't care it was Young Dolph either,
Man,
right?
that's what I'm trying to get at. Now you see where I'm going with this. So you thinking your name gonna carry? Everybody don't care. And then for me, for one, this what
But
I don't
with
understand.
young Dolph, like I said earlier, when young Dolph was gangster turning square. This
Nah,
guy
I
was
don't think.
square turning
I don't
gangster.
think that's what I'm saying.
Well,
I don't think it was
mm,
more if he was gangster turning square because you can't turn square once you gangster. He wish he started off square. So all he was doing was living his life cautious, which caught up with him.
Right.
You can't go
rest in peace to Young Dolph.
once you a gangster, you can't go square. It's demons. It's demons behind that.
Right. And the demon be and Skyler, hey, you right, Sky, you 100% right. And you know who the demons be though? It be that money. And you know who the money be? It be the production agencies.
The money,
Skyler.
the money, the money,
Hey,
the
hey,
money,
Skyler. Hey, you, hey,
the,
Skyler,
the
let me
money
ask you something. Hey,
enhanced the
Skyler,
Where
demons
are the
because
young
now
heads at tonight? The
hey,
young heads need to be
hey,
up here representing
hold
some of
on,
this.
hey, Skyler. See, when you start talking like that, when I be talking, I give Dex a chance to come in. They ain't the enemy, but it's assumed to be the enemy because he don't want to shit I'm saying. So when I say that, Skyler, it's like when I said about the production agency, them guys with the money. You know understand? That ain't about what you about. Don't care nothing about the so-called rap culture, so-called rap culture, and they want to get paid. So they want you to talk about everybody and their mama, and they want you to go down to the graveyard. They take the cameras with you when you go down there and piss on the graves of those that you killed. Shout out to Mo 3. Shout out to Mo 3. And
man,
then not only that Dex, shout out to that dude that got killed out there now, what, in California, you know, from the East Coast.
Bunch of
Yeah,
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 Pop Smoke,
shout out
Pop
to them
Smoke.
too. I'm gonna tell you something, Dex. It's wicked out here, Dex. And Dex, when you talk, Dex, you got a lot of knowledge. I pray you get a real information, Dex, because you know a lot. But you sugarcoat it.
that's what I'm trying to see.
This ain't
Don't
my channel.
sugarcoat it, Dex.
I can't just come out like that. You know, I
Yeah,
can
you
come out
Yeah,
can.
hardcore.
Why
Flight
yeah,
not?
already know,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I can't
right.
do
You
that.
got,
Hey,
I
yeah,
be.
Skyler,
You
Skyler
gotta
can do it.
understand.
You can
Me
do
and
it.
Flight have me and hold on, bro. Me and Flight have conversations on boundaries, and I have to respect that if I'm going to be a potent or important person on this panel and on these streams. I have to respect it. Now, if
oh,
I go to another stream, if you catch me on another stream, you'll see me go all out.
Dex.
But
I,
here,
I know this
Flight
right.
have his regulations, and I have to respect it.
I hear
Dex.
you.
Just like I see, I'm from a project, and I know one thing.
What's one? What's one? Magnolia?
No, I ain't from no Magnolia. I'm from the St. Thomas. Look,
Oh, okay.
but anyway,
Hey,
one of the worst ones.
shout out to we said the San Thomas.
Yeah, St. Thomas. The difference is it's one of the worst ones down here. We don't have no big rapper, but it's one
You
of
got you
the,
got that. You got Magnolia. You got Calio.
I mean, they got a lot of them. They got the
Right.
Florida, they got the Desire, they got the. It's just y'all know about the Magnolia because the rappers come from the Magnolia, but they got more than that. They got the
I knew about
Outfit.
Magnolia before Cash Money came out.
Yeah, that's who put the
I knew about it in
Magnolia
the '80s.
and the Calio. Like
hey,
Yep.
Scott,
that's where the rappers from.
Scott, not only just that, you know what I'm saying? Those folks
Man,
get
we'll
flat.
take somebody like
Scott,
we'll
I
take
know about
somebody like
Shreveport. See, they
that's
don't
why
talk about Shreveport.
that's
hey,
why I
hey,
say that's why I say he'll flunk it. We'll take somebody like Jock, keep him on us and use him for everything he got.
Scott,
We'll let him play gangster all day. He can play gangster all day. We already know he can't do nothing gangster with us, none of that. So
Scott.
I already know he'll flunk it.
Right, I agree. Hey, can
Oh,
I
we'll
say this?
spend his money. He wouldn't even be able to say how he spend his money. We'll
Hey,
spend his money.
that's his pocket. You can't count this pocket. He's a grown man
Man,
like
you
he
ain't
is.
hear what I said. If he won't be down, he gonna have to roll the way we
Hey,
roll.
wait, Scott. See, you get on point. Let's get on point. Let's get right back on
He
point.
don't make decisions.
Hey, look, Scott, can I say something, bro? I heard you. Look, hey, look here, Scott. I'm tell you something. You out there in Louisiana, New Orleans, and all like that with Louisiana, period. You understand me? And there's a lot of talent out there, not just on the basketball side, on the football side, on the rapper side. There's a lot of talent out there. Look here, and I'm gonna tell you something. Not only just in Louisiana, out there in the South, period. Georgia, Florida, right up to the mayors. The mayors are being like, I'm tell you something. It's like the colonies going to Africa and getting all the resources. There's a lot of resources out there in the South that's gonna make money. They can make money to come up out of there. Certain peoples. Them people's gonna be putting up under brand, their own brand. And certain brands gonna be going to get them. They're gonna monopolize in them. So it's gonna be a lot of names coming up out of that South, out of Louisiana and everything. So you can be listening for them. It's gonna be a lot of product coming up out of there. But they still gonna be utilized and monopolized too, Skyler.
What I don't understand is how you don't got nobody around him to like guide him. That's the point.
Who is that? Who?
That's what
I
we
don't
talked about
know.
earlier.
I don't know.
It's his team.
I don't be
Listen,
around
these
him.
guys have teams. They have entourages.
You don't have the right people. Say that, Skyler, because
What
there's
you
somebody
mean?
behind him. He don't
What
have
you
the
mean?
right people.
What you mean? But it's so far the right people could go, because I know some people that had the right people behind them, but they don't listen to them. They'll
His
prefer the
father
negative people.
right there. His father out on the basketball court fighting too.
Man, we already know how that go too.
Yeah, well, see, there you go. That's what I was trying to say. Go ahead, Skyler.
But we know how that go too with the daddy shit. The daddy don't care about nothing but basketball. I didn't watch people force their kids to do shit. Like, so they ain't nothing new. Like, so we don't know where they stand. We don't know if his daddy just found out that. People don't tell their daddy everything, man.
Dude ain't got no guy.
Man, that probably was a whole nother side that he ain't even know about. You think he doing that around his daddy? Nah.
Hey, what he doing around his daddy? Daddy, see what he doing, man? Don't act like he trying to hide something. He ain't
You don't think his daddy got access to his Instagram?
He ain't that young. Come on, Skyler.
But what I'm saying is, I think he got access to his Instagram. But what I'm saying, once that shit posted, we don't know if he called him and told him, man, you tripping. We don't know.
He doing him. That's all he doing. He doing him.
Okay, Sky. Let me ask you this. He had other incidents prior to this. This behavior was trending to the worst. It's almost like what happened with Miles Bridges, right? You saw his behavior getting worse and worse and worse until it reached a climax where it damn near cost him his career. And this was happening with Ja Morant. His behavior becomes so abrasive. And I'm quite sure his dad probably talked to him with the security guard. I'm quite sure he talked to him about the 17-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Now he did this.
That's
like,
the
when
point
does it
I'm
stop?
getting at. Like,
it ain't gonna stop.
We talking about a grown man with his own money. What his daddy can't whoop him no more.
So his daddy out there running with him, gang banging, so-called gang banging with him.
Man,
he out there too.
Interesting.
This is what I'm saying. Even if he is, or whatever he doing, like literally, like them people live in an imaginary imaginary life, man. Them people never know what a loss felt like, man.
It ain't imaginary.
They don't know, man. They don't know what a loss feels like,
that's
man.
That's real life, Skyler. They ain't dreaming. They shouting checks.
Nah, man.
Okay, what about athletes like Aaron Hernandez? What about athletes like Ray Caruth? What about athletes like Javon Critton? You follow what I'm saying? What about athletes like what's the guy that played with the Saints? Your boy that played with the Saints?
Sharper.
No, not Jimmy Butler. Sharper. Yeah, Darren Sharper.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. They been them people. That's just the incident they decided to bring him down on. He been probably even in high school. That dude was getting in trouble. They gonna push that shit under the rug. We know how this go, Dex.
But we're assuming though. We're assuming.
Man,
we're assuming that's the case.
Man,
but what we're not assuming is that what happened in these last 3 episodes.
We see, y'all try to make excuses.
How we making excuses?
Because y'all say
you gotta say allegedly. You don't know it. Right. We don't know if that's the case or not. Man, when he was in high school. He could have been a choir boy in high school.
So all of a sudden he get the money, then he go to acting like that.
Some people do that.
I don't know too many.
But you say you don't know too many, but that means there's some that do it, right?
Nah, I don't know too many.
You just said you don't know too many.
I don't know
so
too many.
You didn't say all. You say you don't know too many. So that leaves room. There's some out there that do it. And possibility,
so
he could be one.
Me, when the money came, he found all them dudes he be with.
Say that again. When the money what?
When the money came, he found all them dudes he be with. I'm
I
quite sure.
can't, I can't, I can't
That's
say
what I'm
because
trying to tell
listen.
you.
Let,
I'm
let, let
quite
me let me
sure.
share something with you. Let me share
I'm
something
quite
with you.
sure he got
Let me
some of
share
his little
you.
partners
Let me
from high
share
school.
something with you. A historical fact on an athlete, a professional athlete, come out of my city, get drafted to the NBA. Right? He got some friends. He got some square friends, and he got some not so square friends. Right? And when he gets to the NBA, he keeps some of those in the circle. Some square, some not so square. The ones that's the ones that's not square, they pulling him to sponsor them into criminal activity. And the ones that are square, they're pulling him into sponsor them in other business adventures that they have ideas, and now they have a financial resource to help polish and produce their ideas. So you got two different aspects of friends pulling you in different directions. Now you have to make up your mind. Do you want to go with the friends that's pulling you into criminal activity, or do you want to go with the friends that's pulling you to flourish and new and fresh ideas, but they just don't have the bread to produce those ideas?
Or he just wanted to see y'all looking at it from that point. Or he just a Takashi 6ix9ine. Takashi
Yeah,
6ix9ine had all the power once he got the money. So
yep.
I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's the point I'm getting at.
But we talked about that already, and I use myself as an example. My mom and dad can tell me all the good stuff in the world to do, but at some point, I'm gonna cross that road, right? And I'm gonna decide: do I want to listen to them wholeheartedly and pursue their wishes through my ambition, or do I want to decide for myself how I want to pursue this?
Oh,
And
oh,
if I
Dex.
decide for myself, I got to take all of the accountability, whether it's good or bad, right?
Oh, Dex. This how I know. This how I know he been having problems just by reading the articles, right? See, I listen to detail, right? His mama got into it with somebody, right? Right?
Go ahead.
Why she called her son out of everybody? Think about what I'm telling you. She could have called the police. She could have called her husband. If they still together, she could have called her boyfriend if she got that. She called her son. What she thought he was gonna do when he come up there? Think about what I'm saying,
So maybe the mama's the gangster then.
man. Listen what I'm saying. But let's put this together. If you know when we was growing up, right? If you had a bad cousin, right, and you had a bully, you say, "I'm going to get my cousin," because you know your cousin gonna defend you. Why call your son knowing he got so much to lose? Why even put him in that position where he could lose? That should be the last person you will want to call, right?
You ain't lying, because he's the bread and meat. If he don't play,
Exactly.
they don't eat.
So you don't think it's dysfunctional? So you thinking this dysfunction came just when he got the money? That's the point I'm trying to tell you. I look at the whole scenario. I'm not saying y'all wrong, but I'm looking at from the family structure. So you will put your son in harm's way because just because you calling him, that don't mean that the girl or whoever you got into it with at the Foot Locker don't have a cousin that don't care who he is. So you
That's
gonna
right.
call him down there to get killed or
That's
whatever?
right.
Not glad it didn't happen, but you
Yeah.
you
Maybe
don't
that's the
know.
reason why Dez Bryant slapped his mama for putting him in situations like that.
I'm just being honest. Like you got to look at all this, and you steady saying. I mean, we steady saying, Daddy probably don't got no say so. I don't know if they together, the mom and the daddy, but if she calling her son before she call her husband. That makes sense,
Like you said, I don't even know who the
man.
hell
I'm
she with, but
asking
she should
you
never call Job.
based off that
No,
scenario.
that don't
Do
make
that make
sense.
sense
No,
to
that
you?
don't make sense at all.
All right then.
No,
All you
that's
got to
bad
do is put
parenting.
this
That's bad
together.
parenting right there.
Exactly. Put this
That's
together. Just
horrible parenting.
that's what I'm saying. Put it all
That's why I said
together.
the mama gangster too. I just said that. See, the
Put
one
it all
involved the
together.
police. See, if I involve the police now I'm a shrimp,
How you
right?
and
I'm
look
a sucker.
and
I'm a
this what I
mark. I'm a
mean.
buster.
This is what I mean else too about the other scenario. That's why I don't feel sorry for him. The other scenario with the 17-year-old. Dog, you a multi-millionaire. What are you out there playing pickup ball with a 17-year-old kid for?
You could do that. You could do that.
Nah, nah,
That's
nah.
not I see that all the time.
No, no,
I
no, no,
see.
no, 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 no,
No,
no,
no.
no,
I
no,
disagree
no.
with that. I see that all the
No,
time.
you ain't getting what I'm saying. What I'm getting at is ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you know you that type of person,
Right. You got a high temper. Yes.
like I'm a professional. Even if he talking, I'm getting paid for my craft. It's not that serious. To me, I'll be looking at it like, man, everybody's trying to get paid off me. If I touch him, it's a lawsuit. You see where I'm coming from?
Then he shouldn't be out there playing basketball with that mentality. See,
That's the
because I
point
see
I'm
it.
getting at.
Because I
That's the
see it.
whole point I'm getting
I
at,
see
Dick.
professional basketball players play with non-professionals and high schoolers. You
Ain't
feel
nothing
me?
wrong.
And
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But come on, the point I'm getting at is he
it
got a
should be a more
problem,
controlled
Dex.
environment.
That
Yeah, he got an
with
anger
him,
problem. It's obvious. Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's a problem.
and that's what fueled him. His anger fuels him. That's why he does the thing he's doing the court.
That's the whole point of what I'm getting at. It's a problem. So if we look, think about it. The 17-year-old came before the mama even called. I'm putting this shit together. The 17-year-old problem happened before the security guard shit happened. So if you know he just got out this incident and slid out, why are you putting him in another one?
Yep.
This is what I'm saying. This ain't like this the first time this happened, Dex. Like he
And then what about?
constantly.
And then if something would no, you're right. I agree with you. You're 100% right. Now, if something would have happened to him that was deadly, she would be the first one crying on the news. I don't know why they did that to my boy. My boy don't do nothing to nobody. All he want to do is be a basketball player, be the greatest basketball player ever. Them parents. My baby ain't did nothing to nobody, but he still got shot at Bebe's party. You feel me?
Man, you don't gotta tell me. I already know. That's the same way like the little 17-year-old. Good thing he probably was a little suburban kid because if he pull that off in the inner city, man, no telling what would have happened to him. That's what I'm saying. That's why I agree with you when you saying he playing gangster. You
Yep.
can't do that in the inner city, man. Them little boys don't care who you is.
Nope.
Sorry.
And we like me and Flight said, look what happened to Young Dolph. Look what happened to Nipsey.
Man, they don't care, man. You know you'll be the first basketball player murdered.
No, he ain't the first.
No, I'm talking about
Remember
in
the
that
boy?
way.
Remember the boy that played with Charlotte? Was Charlotte? Remember his wife killed him
I'm talking about from a youngster. I'm talking about murder, like from a not no
in the
domestic.
streets.
I'm talking about
No, we gotta start to put some better words.
when went out like
When he go out,
went out like a rapper.
right. Well,
Man,
let's hope. Let's not try to put all that in the
I'm
atmosphere.
not gonna
But
put
I
that in the
understand. I
atmosphere.
understand where you're coming from. You're saying that all the risks that could be taken with all of this stuff that has happened. Let's hope that John Morant uses these at least 2 games, as a teachable moment, so he can come back, retool,
At
refocus.
least 2 games. At
This what I'm
Yeah,
least.
saying. This what I'm saying. Even that's a slap on the wrist.
but how do you know?
Well,
What,
well,
what do you
well,
mean?
well,
At
well, we
least
don't
could there
know.
more?
Yeah,
No,
it could be
what
more. It could
man?
be more.
This why
That's
that's
what
what
the team
I'm
is
saying.
saying. At least two
I'm
games.
saying 2 games from the
NBA could come
team,
in there
right?
and be like, "Nah, man, two
Yeah.
games not enough."
So if that, I agree with you. If that's all he get, that was a slap on the wrist. I'm saying that for one, he's an influence. They got kids that look up to him. So you not just. I hate to say it shouldn't be that way because no kid should look up to an athlete to me. That's just how I feel, my opinion. But there are kids that look up to him, and with that behavior, nah, man. You got other kids that's aspiring to go to the NBA. Like, nah, man, nah,
I
that's
think the
not
NBA
cool.
going to step in, a Skyler, and I think the NBA is going to slap him with at least maybe a 10-game suspension. Because I mean, this right here is horrible. It doesn't fare well with the NBA because the visuals with this, and he has shown a pattern of bad behavior consistently. You feel me? This is not a one-off. He had a string of incidents that culminated into showing this blower on his Instagram. I mean, like, where
Like
does it
what was?
stop?
That's what I was trying to. That's when I saw the video. I'm like, man, what he was thinking. He had to be loaded, man. I don't care what nobody say. He had to be loaded. He
Now
ain't
that I wasn't going to touch just yet. You
man.
jumped the
He
gun. I
had to
wasn't
be.
going to touch that just yet.
Man, he had to be, man. I had to call
Yeah.
a spade, man. Like literally, like he probably didn't even know that was up there. And most people, I'm gonna be honest with you, most, and you know this, Dex, most athletes, actors, if you're in the limelight, you don't even control your own social media for that to not happen. You get what I'm saying? That's the reason.
Yep.
Like once you sell your name, you basically sell all your social media rights. Like most people
Yep.
be on Zion Williamson on social media like that, follow him on Instagram and all that. That dude don't run that. That's not his
Right.
page. He probably got a burnt page. We don't know what name is under, but the people who he know what is under. But he basically sold at the Jordan them. Like once he signed that contract, that social media and them followers and all that go to them too. Most people don't know that's how it worked though.
Yeah, he gave up his rights. We got a young head up here, Toxic T. Let's get his perspective on this thing.
Honestly, this is foolish. This is stupid. And if I'm the NBA, if I'm the Grizzlies, the only reason why John Morant is even still wearing a uniform is because he means so much to this team because of his talent. If he was on the bench, he would be gone and kicked out the league for this. Come on, man. Putting a gun on IG Live? Is you serious?
Well, you got to use better words, but I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, he definitely was running around with that, man. It was
Well,
unfortunate.
fine. Let's just cut the crap. He used an inanimate object, which
Yeah,
the NBA felt
man.
as a sign that he had to get suspended.
Let me say one thing before we get a lot of people excited. So we got Rico rolling in here. We got to understand something. We got to go by the YouTube guidelines. So that's cool what you said, but if I let that go, y'all gonna go further and further and further. Then it goes to the point where we violating the guidelines. I wish it was just open season, but it's not. But go ahead, Toxic T. You doing good though.
15, 16.
I just feel like at the end of the day, we can't, this is ridiculous. At this point, it's really ridiculous. I mean, look at this, man. When you look at all his information, I mean, Dex, this is not the only situation. He's threatened a security guard.
I don't know if I want this stitch.
Can somebody go on mute?
Because I thought this little popsicle.
That's Lil Zoe in the background.
No, that's Sky. No,
Oh, that's Sky?
That's me. I'm
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was Lil Zoe in the background.
So I'm like, this at this point, he's put his hand on a 17-year-old. That's just to be politically correct about the situation. Dex, I don't understand. What is Ja trying to prove to the NBA?
That he's gangster? You heard that song by 50 Cent, Gangster.
But Eminem said, and I quote, "It's no such thing as halfway crooks."
No, that
Come on,
Eminem
Dex.
didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
That's Havoc and Prodigy.
He did say it in the movie.
Far, Dex, chill out.
Yeah, but
right, I don't know that far.
He got that from Mobb Deep. Yeah.
Still, I don't know that far.
Okay, that's cool.
The saying is this: "There's no such thing as halfway crooks." You can't you can't go to a private school and then come out here and think you're all bad and gangster. It doesn't work that way.
And then Toxic, let me ask you this question. Last season, when Ja was injured, the Memphis Grizzlies played better without him than with him. It was like 16-2.
Yeah.
Without Ja. So do this really hurt Memphis?
No. It might be a blessing in disguise for them. It's going to force them to play better without him, like they've been doing before in the past.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
But if I'm being honest, I'm not done.
His talent gonna get him. His
If
talent
I'm
gonna
being honest,
get him past this one, man.
you're right,
He
Sky.
got
It's
one more
probably
time.
going to
He
happen.
got one more time though. I guarantee
It's
you.
probably going to happen. But Sky, guess what? This is why the NBA. I'm telling you, if the NBA was just like the NFL, no nonsense, straight to the point. If you risk your life doing something stupid,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
that is
stupid
crazy. This is the
consequences.
NFL. He'd have been done for the season. The NFL is
No,
just crazy.
no,
They
he
take
would
it
have
to
been
the
banned.
maximum.
Listen, he would have
That's a
been either
fact.
suspended or suspended indefinitely. If
I
it
don't
was
know why the NFL goes so hard like that.
no,
NFL,
Because
they
NFL is already a violent sports flight. They already come in there with a warlike mentality. So
The
if
NFL is
and
a
so the
shield.
NFL, yeah,
You
exactly, it's a
represent the
shield.
entire
Yep.
NFL right now. John Morant, for better or for worse, he represents himself and by extension the Memphis Grizzlies.
I
He
was
Thank
does
about
not
you.
to say
represent
that.
the
I was about to
NBA.
say that with the NFL. With the NFL, like literally, they got like literally what is 11 players on the field. Like you wouldn't even miss him. Like you gonna miss job with a 5-man roster.
That's not true, Dex. That's not true, Sky. I'm
No,
saying
no,
that's
no,
not
no,
true,
no,
Sky.
no, no, no,
I'm
no,
saying that's
no.
not true,
I'm gonna tell
Sky,
you why
because
that's true. I'm gonna tell you why
no,
that's
that's
true.
not
And
true.
hold on. Let me
well,
tell
Go
you.
ahead, though.
Let me explain
I'm
to you
not
why
even
I
done
say
with my
that.
point,
No,
though.
no. I'm gonna let you go, but I'm about to explain the difference.
All right, go ahead.
The difference is in the NBA, you can have an individual fan. Most fans are individual. Like LeBron fans, no matter where
It's the
LeBron
same
go.
thing in the
No, it's not. No, it's
No, it's
not.
not.
No, it's not.
same thing in
Wherever
the league.
No, it's
this what I'm
not.
saying. If you're a LeBron fan, wherever LeBron go, that's where you
Y'all
at.
don't watch football enough. I
No,
don't think.
you don't
Man,
watch
you.
football.
No, bro,
If
you
you
just a new era fan, Marquez.
yeah,
You're younger.
if you
No, I'm not. Y'all
all
using your
right,
past. I've watched football for years.
Go tell a Green Bay fan when Aaron Rodgers leave, is they still gonna be a Green Bay fan? Watch what they tell you.
Or Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Ask the
Yeah,
Pittsburgh
Hey,
Steelers fan
they
after
gonna
you
be a
don't have.
Morant leave.
fan
Listen,
regardless.
you got the mindset of y'all got the old school mindset
you
of
still
20
got
years ago.
diehard Jets fans out here.
That's
Right.
why I just said you a new
Ready to
This
era
go
year,
fan,
this
crazy.
Marquez.
generation, my generation, I'm born from the 2000 era. And I say it respectfully, whoever, if your favorite player is on that team and your team ain't good enough, I've seen plenty of fans who've been fans for years leave.
I'm about to show you the difference. This how I know. This how I know he capping. I'm about to cut it to he
I'm not
capping right
capping.
here. All right.
How you gonna tell me about a sport I
This is the
watch?
difference. I'm about to show you the difference.
How you
Dex,
gonna
if
tell me
I'm
about a
lying,
sport? All right,
if
go
I'm
ahead.
lying, I'm flying. Dex,
Go ahead.
when you go to an NBA game, right? And the game might be at home, right? And let's say the game in New Orleans, right? If LeBron playing, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see a lot of Lakers jerseys in the home stadium. It don't work like that in the NFL.
It does.
No, it don't.
Especially if that team is popular. Yes.
No, it don't.
Yes, it
How you
does.
gonna tell me and I
Yes,
go to
it does.
NFL game?
This
You gonna get
generation.
more. You
Yes,
gonna
it
get more.
does.
That's
You
what
gonna
I'm
Some
get
saying.
teams
more.
travel well though,
We
Sky. Some
comment
teams
on
do
Old
it.
school.
travel well, like
I'm
the
sorry,
Raiders.
old school. You don't watch the games enough
No,
because the
no.
The
Raiders
Raiders
do it.
travel well. The
The
Cowboys fans travel
49ers
well.
travel
Man,
well.
look.
The
This what I'm talking.
Packers travel well.
No,
Come
see,
on, Dan.
you
Stop
talking
it.
about. See, you taking it wrong of what I'm saying, y'all. You
No,
talking
I'm just
about.
simply listening to what you're
Look.
saying.
No, you ain't listening to what I'm saying. You talking about traveling well, the home
That's what you just
team.
said.
That's
No,
not what
you
he's saying,
no.
Marquez.
What I'm saying is you talking about the
I
people
wish you
from
fucking
Dallas.
finished.
No, you talking about the people from Dallas traveling to, let's say, the New Orleans. What I'm telling
That's
you
what
is
Dex just said.
what
Yo,
I'm telling you
look,
is what I'm
Marquez.
Come on,
telling you
man.
is what I'm
Marquez, I'm gonna
is the
simplify.
people in New Orleans wearing Dallas stuff.
Please,
That'll
Rigo,
never
simplify
happen.
so he can land this plane so
That'll
I can
never
finish.
happen.
Second, Sky, I got you.
Because
That'll
I haven't
never
finished
happen.
my point yet.
Dex, if Ezekiel Elliott or Dak Prescott leave the Dallas Cowboys, are you
That's
saying
a
you're
good point.
not a Dallas Cowboys fan anymore?
No, they
Without a
probably
doubt, I'm
having
a
it.
Dallas Cowboys fan.
When Tony Romo left or was done with, were you like, I'm done with the Cowboys?
Nope.
Okay,
Because that's
then
what
you're
these
right.
new era fans do. Once Tony Romo would be done, they'd be like, you know what? I'm rolling with Tony Romo.
Now check this out. I'm glad you broke it down like this. Now check this out. When LaMelo Ball leave Charlotte, you still gonna be a Charlotte fan, Dex?
I'm not a Charlotte fan.
Hell no, because I'm not a
I'm saying
Charlotte fan.
That's what we talk about.
No, that's what I'm getting at exactly.
Okay.
But I'm a
you
Laker fan regardless if LeBron leave or whoever leave. I'm
But
still
that's
gonna be a
what
Laker
we
fan.
saying,
That's the
Dex.
point I'm getting at.
That's the old era of fandom. That's what we
Right.
believe.
Yeah. Yeah, the
But
new
still-
era is more player based.
Yes,
That's what I'm,
that's
and
why I
and
understand what
what Jai
Marquez is
is.
saying.
What Jai is. He a
New
He's
era.
player
right?
base. He's
All right.
player base. New era.
All right.
But what I say to say this, I wish that again, back to my point. I wish the NFL would, the NBA would go hard on these players because even though it's like individual players that certain players like, and if they leave, they're not watching that team no more. This, that, and the fourth, right? Still, it is your responsibility as a NBA player to not risk you and the organization off of anything. This is ridiculous.
Well, especially of a player like Ja, you know what I'm saying? Because he should know better.
Thank you. That's
And
the point.
his handlers dropped the ball on this one.
Thank you. That's the point.
On
And I gotta
multiple
ask a
fronts.
serious question. I don't want to be that guy, but when you look at all the reports, the common denominator is T and Ja. It's T and Ja. When is T gonna tell his son to stop it? And when
Sky,
you look at the
again, at this
Instagram
point,
live, and when you look at
Allegedly.
Instagram
We
live,
don't know if
no,
he haven't told him that or not.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
But it's the fact that T and Ja has been in every situation that ever been reported. Why is that? When are you gonna be a father, bro, and tell him, "Hey, bro, this ain't it"? And if you telling him that, and he's still doing it, then Ja's just as crazy as we think he is.
that's exactly what Sky's getting at. Sky's saying, like,
And,
even
and,
if
and
he is talking to
Sky,
him,
you might be right. Maybe Ja just think
Telling you, man.
you might be right.
Man,
And for
I
the
know
first
I'm
time on
right,
Flight
man.
Sports TV, I actually agree with you. You might be right. He's a menace. He's
Man,
a menace.
who look
If you get, let me ask you a
Dex.
question, Sky. If you
Oh,
could pull a blower out, right, on Instagram Live, and we're calling it a blower for the sake of just talking about it, right? If you call it a blower, if you pull out a blower, right, on IG Live, what makes you think people won't believe that you, i.e., beat up a 17-year-old and pull out a blower in that situation as well?
man, all I know is he pulling out that blower. That blower get him hurt. And what I mean
And
by it get him hurt, you got a
South
reputation
Carolina's
now.
kind of rocking right now. So I mean, in the last
He's in
6, 7
Memphis.
years.
Man,
No,
you don't gotta
listen
tell
to
me,
me.
man. That blower get
Hold
you
on.
hurt, man.
Hold
Everybody ain't
on.
gonna
Toxic.
everybody ain't gonna see
South
what
Carolina is jumping right now. I know where he played. Don't you know? I know where he played at.
Right.
everybody Dex, you
And
know this.
Memphis.
He's in
Everybody
Memphis though.
everybody ain't no
listen,
everybody ain't no fan of no NBA. He playing with that blower. Everybody ain't no
South
fan of the
Carolina.
NBA.
I'm gonna say this again. South Carolina has been jumping for the last 6 years.
Man, the whole
How old is Ja Morant?
the
Ja
whole you
Morant is what, 22
yeah, he about
So
22.
he's probably been a part of that wave a little bit. You know what I'm saying? From the South Carolina boys.
and who
Because
cares? That's supposed to change when you get into the NBA. You making
no, listen,
millions.
toxic.
There's
Everybody
nothing
don't.
you can.
Everybody. That's what Sky and we was talking about earlier. You just come late to the stream. Sometimes that's in
Y'all
you
making excuses.
and your money. How's that making an excuse, man?
Even if it's
How?
in you,
How
bro.
is
If
that
you want to
making an
be a
excuse
gangster,
when some people have lived it? If you ain't lived it, then you can't just jump out there in the water and make blanket statements like your mouth is the Bible. Some
but if
people
you
actually
live,
live that side of the fence, man, and they're commenting on it. I'm not saying that John Morant did
bro,
live that side of the
that's.
fence or not, but I'm saying in the last 6 years, them South Carolina cats been making noise.
But again, this kid is making
And I don't know if
231.
John Morant is a product of the remnants because he's only 22. A product of the remnants of representing that South
That's
Carolina boys making noise. That's
you know how
all I'm
many
saying.
NBA players came up from the hood. They're not acting this tough.
I'm gonna
They
tell
sitting back
y'all.
collecting their money.
I'm about to
You'd be
Why
tell
is
y'all.
Ja
surprised.
doing
late in the
this?
2000s.
You'd be
I'm gonna tell
surprised what they
y'all.
did when they was younger.
I'm gonna tell y'all this too, and I hate
You'd
to
be
bring this.
surprised.
All
I hate to
right,
bring this up, man. that y'all know that I use a word where flight don't that on
Hmm.
they've been lacing that
Right. I can bring
that
up. We
that
get
stuff.
it.
Y'all know
right,
that, right? They've been
right.
lacing it. They've been lacing that stuff. That stuff ain't that good stuff no
It's
more.
always been laced. It's always been
No,
laced.
I'm talking about worse now. It ain't like when we was on Dex, like when we were coming up, like worse. Like so if he just sending people to get it and he don't know where it's coming from, man, that stuff will alter your brain, man.
We don't.
Stuff all, like we looking at it from the young job. Like if he didn't got his hands on or something, he ain't even the same guy no more. Like it's that basketball stuff registering to him. Like telling you.
Either way,
But you made a strong point earlier, Sky, when you talked about his mom calling him into bad situations. When
so we're gonna
the
blame
out
it. Okay.
a positive dude, why you we just can't
Marquez
stop
is
you.
part of it. You got to consider all perspectives, brother. Go ahead, Dex.
I mean, I understand, but I feel like y'all
No, you
giving a
don't.
person
No, you don't. You don't
excuses.
understand. You don't understand.
This
How
man
can you
makes
understand?
$231 million. If his mama told him
Okay.
about a situation down there in Memphis, he should have told his mama, leave it alone and leave. Why are you calling me down here and risking me in the situation knowing it could potentially come back to me? Why?
Let me share something with you. Have
What
you
about
ever
the
heard
time
of
he punched a
the
17-year-old? Explain that, huh, Tex? He could have walked away then.
talking
He
loud?
could have
Don't
never
make you right.
affected a 21-year-old. Nah, man. It
Have
don't
you
matter if you're
ever
from the hood or
listen?
not.
Let me give you some historical perspective. Have
Oh,
you
come
ever
on,
heard
bro. Kick
of
the
Ray
crap.
Caruth? What do you mean kick the crap? I'm giving you a historical perspective, something that a lot of youngsters don't like.
Because the historical perspective you're trying to say, regardless, it happened in your time period. We're talking about now. And the problem is now, Ja Morant doesn't need to be this way. And he
If
still
you
is.
don't learn from history, you are doomed to what? Finish it
You're
off for me,
doomed.
Toxic.
You're doomed to fail. But also, we got to stop acting
If
like
you
Ja
don't,
Morant ain't
that's not
grown.
what I'm
Repeat it.
looking for.
Repeat it.
Thank you.
Repeat it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Repeated fail.
Thank
It
you.
doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does.
No, it doesn't. We gotta stop acting like
Everybody
we gotta
fails.
stop giving these players excuses,
Everybody
dude.
fails.
He's
Who's giving
wrong.
them
And there's
excuses?
Making
nothing
mistakes
you're trying to make it
continuously.
seem like, oh, because of the situation he grew up in, that gives him a right to pull out a blower on IG Live to punch a
What you
17-year-old
talking about the
come
situation
on,
he grew
man.
up in? Who
Stop.
listen, you coming to conclusions when you haven't even heard the start. We just putting
How?
things out there.
It's 4 reports.
We're not saying it's gospel. We're just putting it
It's
out
4
there.
reports. It's 4 reports. You didn't believe it until you pull out the blower on IG Live to begin with.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't lying. The way I look at the Memphis Grizzlies, they look ratchet anyway. Like the whole city.
They're ratchet.
The
They have
city.
that
Have you ever
hood
been to Memphis?
attitude, and they can win that way.
Memphis is like New Orleans.
Man,
You know that, right?
Don't do that.
No. You don't get what I'm saying. What I'm getting at is like
You
we
got Steven
show
Adams acting
class, man. Like I'm saying they just look ratchet all around the board. Like
Low class.
When the last time you been to Beale Street?
man, listen what I'm telling you. Like I mean, like, man, all I
like
see
a
is
wannabe Pistons.
all I see is
But that's even worse, because that's actually a place where you.
Memphis
Oh,
is
goodness.
similar to New Orleans. It's jazz and a lot of violence.
no. New Orleans is its own. New Orleans
Anywho,
is its own bucket.
I'm telling you, I've been to both places.
Ain't
It's
nothing
jazz and a lot of Negroes
man, you
that
steady
wake up
talking
looking for
about
violence.
jazz, man. You talking about what the tourist people come for, man. We don't do no jazz.
And why? And listen, and when you have jazz, when
Y'all
you're
don't
a
listen to
rich
jazz
city
in New
with
Orleans?
jazz, of course they do. Of course they do.
Man, this is what I'm
That's
saying.
one of the homes of jazz. New Orleans and Memphis.
They got jazz, but jazz is what they sell to the tourists, man. Like ain't
So
nobody.
No,
what do
but
y'all
jazz is
listen to then?
historical
That's
music.
what
It's
I'm
not a
saying.
genre that's really popular now.
Man,
But
you
at one
listen.
point,
What I'm saying, Dex, is I ain't
your whole
trying to cut
team
you off.
was called the Jazz, the New Orleans Jazz.
We
You think
know
that's
that.
by
But what I'm saying is,
assumption?
Dex, you will have to literally search for a jazz spot out here. Which you gonna wind
I
up in
know.
the area. Not like
Now that's the case. But at one time, jazz and Zydeco was like your number one genre.
I just
I
Rico,
get it.
this is disappointing. Like, this is stupid. There's nobody in our mind that's gonna make us think this ain't stupid. Ain't no way in hell, bro, that
We
you
all
see
know it's stupid.
reports.
What we're trying to find out is why will he act that way? And Sky came up with some very good points.
Because he doesn't care about his
How,
career. He don't care.
how is this resolved?
It's not going to be resolved. This is all up to Ja.
Rehab. Shit, we all know
I'm a-
that. Let's just get to
that's
the
what
crux of it. Rehab.
So
man.
wait, hold on. Are you trying to tell me that he was under the Are you trying to tell me he's been under the influence
Yeah,
4 times?
man, you
4
could
It's a
situations.
possibility. It's a
man,
4
possibility.
times?
no. He had to be. This is why I say he had to be. Anybody
How?
with a normal brain is not about to go walk into a situation like that and not thinking what can and what could happen. Like that's not
especially where
normal.
he at.
Unless I'm gonna put it to you like this: you ain't to that toxic T. You ain't to that point in life yet because you still got a little growing. Back when I was y'all age, I walk through a dark alley, wouldn't care what happened. Right now, man, I'm gonna think about before I go through that dark alley
You ain't lying.
due
That's
That's
a
to
the
fact.
hey.
That's
due
a
That's the
to
fact.
truth.
I ain't driving down a dark street,
like
let alone walk. Shit.
Hey,
due to
but I
experience
experience that all the
life,
time though.
due to
I'm like, I
experiences
ain't
in
going to that
life,
street. I'm
man.
gonna wait till I see some lights.
Mm-hmm.
If you live long enough, you'll see people die in all kind of ways or make you think. You got to
That's
live long.
true. That's true. But sometimes you see majority of times or majority of people you see when they do die in front of you, you understand what it is.
It don't
I
have to
might,
be in front of you. It's just
you
experience,
know,
reading it, seeing it, and it's just life. You got to live
Experience
long
in
enough
life,
to
yeah.
care. You got to
But
live
what
okay.
about this, Sky? Guns
So
don't
what?
kill people, but people
I mean,
kill people.
exactly.
at the end of the day, people die. At the end of the day, people are gonna, use the blower and do what they got
Let's
to do on certain people.
let's put it this way.
At the end of the day, it is what it is.
Let's
You
put
Hey,
it
can't
this way.
change that.
Look, we gonna put it like why I say he wrong. We not gonna even put it on it. We gonna let's say a gun go off in there. Jack got the charge.
Right, because he was shown with a blower on IG Live.
All the dudes he in there with, none of them show the blow or he showed the blow.
Correct.
The
Just like
one with
Puffy
the
got the
most
charge, right?
that's how I
Just
know
like
that's
Troy Ave got the charge.
what you mean. He gonna get the charge based off of him just being in there off his name.
Facts with the gun
He
on
get
IG Live in his hand with
once
with the blower in his hand.
we all know this. Once everything go left, even the family, the victim family trying to get paid. Who's the only
Facts.
one in there we could get paid from?
Mr.
thank you. That's what I've
213
been saying.
million.
That's what
Mr.
I've been saying.
213 million
That's what
with the blower in his hand.
that's what I've been
We
Come
saying.
win.
on, man.
We
We
don't.
could
I'll be.
we could just settle and win.
Mhm.
We ain't we gonna settle. We gonna hit him with this number. You hear me? It's in his best interest to settle.
I mean, I get
Deal
you.
with it quick as hell.
Yeah.
Right. But I get you. But it can also be a Deshaun. I want to bring it up a Deshaun Watson situation where even settling don't matter because at the end of the day, what can you do? We
What you
all know the truth.
man settle, man. What I'm saying is, man, he not gonna y'all acting like you saw that dude
He,
contract. That dude ain't gonna if he manages his money right, he ain't gonna have to work ever in his life.
That's true.
what he's trying to say is
So
people
so
gonna look at
so
him like a.
but this what I'm saying. Based on that, he's saying people gonna look at him like that. Nobody's gonna know him when he hits 60 like that. We talking about 2, 3, 4 generations back. Like he's just gonna be. I hear how y'all talk about the old basketball players on here. So you think they really gonna be worrying about him? He's not doing no Tom Brady stuff. He's just gonna be a player that played football before with money.
Who lost it all because of his own stupid
How you
decisions.
lose it all if he settled and then he signed a new contract?
Deshaun Watson lost it all. Like he literally, in the grand scheme of things, he was out for 12 games. He threw away his
That's
team's whole season.
football, bro. That's
I
different.
mean,
This is the NBA.
but you just said you brought up like he would be a football player, but realistically,
No, we're
it would
talking
be
about the
affecting
way they
more.
view football players
I
and
mean,
their legacy.
exactly.
He'll
That's what
just be another, no.
you know how many football players got that's out here that got records that you wouldn't even know they have a record until a record get broke.
You know who Tiki Barber is?
No,
Yes,
The twin.
Like that.
right. Yeah,
Exactly.
but when you look, but check this out. When you say Tiki Barber name, right? They
hmm
know how cool that boy was.
Tiki was cold. It's not even close.
Thank you.
But if
It's not even a question.
you acting
But he
like
didn't. But he
you
didn't
acting
win
like
as much as Rondé did. He hasn't won. He didn't win as much as Rondé did, respectfully, and that's why people
players
just throw him off.
players like the point I'm getting at is players like Tom Brady, Deion Sanders,
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice. Those are the type of players that are hurt in the long run. But him, nah, he ain't never win.
Joe Montana. He ain't even, anybody that won a Super Bowl realistically.
Who
They
got
get into
caught
any
with
scandal.
the gun on the Giants?
That wasn't the Giants. Oh yeah, that was Burrs. That was Burrs.
We know that.
See?
Yeah, like just another. All right.
It affected Burrs though, because Burrs was a Super Bowl champion. So it affected, you know.
It don't affect him now. All they do is bring him up when somebody else, a football player, do something stupid.
No, they brought him something. No, they just brought him up with John Morant today. I saw him on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. They not. Think about it. Hold on. With that boy name, let's go even recent. With the Gilbert Arenas. Another prime example, dummy.
Yeah. He ain't lying.
During the Hall of Fame of interviews. That's what he joined. That's it.
And he was cold. Some people don't know that. He was cold though.
That's what I'm saying. All of these players that we named, they was all nice as hell.
Yeah.
They were all nice, but let's be honest. They were nice.
What about if you take it over to football, what about Ray Carew? Oh my God. I don't even know if you guys remember Ray Carew.
I know who you're talking about, but they don't.
I definitely don't.
Isn't that the guy who I ain't gonna say straight on Spice Force TV.
I know it sounds
the one who shot his kid, man.
Baby mama. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, but I couldn't, like, I would be too incorrect.
He shot the baby mama, but she was pregnant though, huh?
Yeah, the kid survived.
Oh, I heard that story. Okay, I heard that story.
Kid messed up too.
Crazy.
Man, come on. This ain't nothing new, man.
Shoot, look at Ray Rice. And go on.
But that's different though. That was that's different from having, a piper.
True. But there's plenty of people who had a piper in the NFL that got away with certain things because of who their stature.
A piper, man, it's the way he did it. We would never know he had a piper. He don't put it on Instagram.
That's true.
Look, I think he was trying to threaten. Was he trying to threaten somebody or warn somebody? Like, yeah, okay, you better think twice.
You know what,
he doing a Charleston White?
Nah, Sky. You know what, Sky? You might be right. He might be under influence because ain't no way a normal person is doing this.
Man, listen what I'm saying.
Rico, you said nah, but I mean it like subliminally.
Well, I'm just saying, like, rappers do that all the time.
Man, that's a
rapper.
I know,
that's what I'm saying.
That's a rapper. Nobody take these rappers seriously.
About a rapper, man. Man, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Ain't nobody care about a rapper. We all know the rapper get played. When the rapper signed the contract.
Yeah, who would have thought that 21 Savage was from England?
I'm trying to tell
you. Thank you, right. This man come on popping with the piper, popping licks.
Man, nobody.
Whole time this man was drinking English tea and eating British muffins. That's a freak. Come on, man.
That's why,
I was so surprised.
That's why when they was putting it on a rapper saying it's the music he listening to, man, don't tell me Jada illiterate where he listening to a rapper.
That's what I'm saying. I don't agree.
But Sky, I ain't gonna lie, Sky.
Man,
his playlist, it gives a lot of demon energy. It gives a lot of demon energy. I'm just saying.
But what I'm saying is that's like low tier rapper.
No.
Man.
I'm serious.
Just trying to get on rapper level. Like, what are we doing?
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
21 Savage, NBA YoungBoy. He had King Von on his stuff.
Man,
all these people though got prison records. It kind of make you nervous.
The rapper is the lowest form of entertainment you could go to.
Hey, you're not lying.
But it's the world. But it's leading the world.
It's right. It's big in the world.
It's leading the freaking world, man.
And it lead the world. It lead the world. Rappers lead the world in that and broke in real life. Most of them.
Right. Some rappers die broke.
I just told you that's the dumbest. You gonna get the fame. You gonna get the fame as a rapper.
You gonna get the money too.
But the difference is, no, you're not. The difference is when Ja signed that $221 million, he was richer than most of them rappers. He just don't know it. They should be than you. They wish
that's not true. Well, he's not. Well, he
Man, name a rapper that got money, bro.
Exactly.
Be honest,
There's
man.
only, there's only like 10 of them.
Yeah,
well.
I know,
There's
man. That's freaking, man.
if your name's
Only
not
about 10
if you're
of them.
not DJ Khaled or you're not a part of the DJ Khaled tree, I don't think outside of that you're not really making
And I
money like
think,
that.
and you saying DJ Khaled, I think he mid. Being honest with you, he mid. He ain't even like elite. Like
I
he,
mean, but think about it. All the best rappers are either old now or have died. You know, God rest their soul, moved
man.
on. You
Trying
know,
to tell you, man, that's the numbers they be saying. If you listen to it, because I'm good with numbers, is not adding up. And what I
it's
mean
not.
it is, if Jay-Z just became a billionaire a few years ago, and it took Beyonce to do that, and they claiming they got 100 million and 200 million, it shouldn't take number 5 years or 6 years for them to get to a billion. Why do they only have what 2, 3 rappers that's billionaires, and then they ain't even make the money off rap
Like
Oh,
to
really?
most
get there?
for real, like people
Alcohol.
like right. There's like certain people, who I've never seen. I've never seen rappers. I've never seen this rapper. I don't know. This rapper has moved the test of time. How is he still just making hits like this? It's ridiculous. It's
Who?
like this
Who?
nigga. I want to say what's his name. He worked with Big Pun and them. I forgot his name. It's on my head.
He
Oh
worked with Big Pun.
yeah, he was
Fat
he was
Joe?
writing. Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
Fat
yeah.
Joe
Thank you.
living off
Yeah.
Man, Fat Joe living off his fame, man. Fat Joe, you catch Fat Joe in the Bronx or wherever he's from, man, you'll
He
be
don't. Yeah, he don't go to the
yeah,
really go to the Bronx
Man,
anymore. He
Fat
in
Joe's not
Miami.
in the Bronx. He in Miami, bro. Come on,
wherever
man.
he is.
Yeah, he been left the Bronx.
This
He
what
left the
I'm trying to
Bronx
tell
10
you.
years ago.
He been left you, Rico. He been left Rico.
This what I'm trying to tell you. If
You ain't
this
nothing, Dex.
this is all I'm saying. If he do have money and he being successful, it's not off rap.
No, it's not.
So
He got like endorsement deals.
yeah, that's other
He's
events.
producer of TV shows. He got his own water brand, damn near.
Man,
The only
about
person making money off rap is Drake.
we talking about rap, man. Not
You
nothing.
ain't.
Hey yo, panel.
I
Yeah,
hate
that
privileged rappers who don't even know what to think.
update on the Timberwolves and Kings game is going down like it's going down close, man. It's 2:17 left in the game, 131-128. The Kings are down 3.
I lost the 3
Oh.
points. I lost
De'Aaron
3
Fox
points
just hit a
tonight.
floater. He been
Oh, you
cooking.
guys lost?
Damn.
Y'all was
Joel
beating. Y'all was
Embiid.
beating.
De'Aaron
Y'all was
Fox
winning when
is
I
Joel,
on
last
bruh.
fire
checked.
now in the fourth
Joel
quarter.
Embiid, man.
Kings down 1.
We pressed him up on the 3-point line. This man stepped back, hit a game-winning 3 on our faces.
Man, I was just looking at it. And y'all was up too. I said, oh, they're gonna win that one.
I thought I want to go A something. When I came back, Joel Embiid had a buzzer beat on us.
Oh
Cause
my God.
and let me tell you the loser. This is why I say I love Chris Middleton, but I'm starting to hate him. 6 points in 27 minutes.
But he just got back, right? How many
He's been
games he been
playing.
back?
He's been playing ever since. I'm gonna tell you how many games Chris Middleton has played this season.
No, not this season. Since he been back.
What do you mean since he's been back?
Wasn't he out? Didn't he get out? Was he? He came back, right? He didn't start the season. He came back and then he got hurt again, right?
Yeah, that was like a week.
Right. So since
But he
since
wasn't
he been back,
Dex. He
he's
wasn't
on a
hurt.
win
It was
streak.
he wasn't hurt. He was injury management.
Oh, okay.
So hurt.
No, injury management.
Hurt.
You know what that is. Injury
Yeah.
management.
Uh-huh. He needed the day
Grayson
off.
Allen hit 6 3-pointers and you guys couldn't win
Cause
at home.
Because Chris Middleton. He's literally the problem.
But how's he the problem when you guys was on a winning streak with him?
Not Rob.
Let me tell you what he did. His highest win, his highest points total on that win streak was 22. He's dropped 9 and 10 consistently the last couple games.
I like it.
Well, at least he's playing. Ja's not playing.
What the?
Oh my God, the Timberwolves.
Is Harrison Barnes on the
They've been balling.
At least we're number 1. At least we're still number 1.
That's a dumbass.
The Timberwolves ain't.
What the fuck?
Hey, they not playing. They got 32 seconds left.
Anthony
I think
Edwards, 5 straight points. Let's go.
I think this one might be over with.
It's 134 to what's the total? I got 134.
It's 132 right now.
32 seconds
left.
Yeah. This
That fast clock is on. You know what happened when that fast clock
yeah,
get on? People get nervous.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm a
Rico, did you
even
lay
if the
some chalk?
Kings.
what happened?
Did you lay any chalk in this game?
Nah. I took a nap. I actually
I
woke up
almost
at
did
like
with this
nine
damn.
thirty.
I almost did with this damn Bucks game though, Dex. Almost pissed me off too. I would have bet and lost in that fashion. I've been pissed. But I digress. Yo, Herder got 29 points tonight. Jeez.
Man, I told somebody a couple years ago to start Kevin Herter on the
Oh
Atlanta
my
Hawks.
goodness.
They
This
told
kid
me I was crazy.
Herder. This kid Herder's the truth. He's not the truth. He's the truth. My goodness.
I don't know why I was called crazy
18
for
points off of nine
telling
shots last
people to
on
start him, but
against the
that's
Clippers.
crazy.
18 points off of 9 shots against the Clippers.
Shoot and shoot, bro.
Shooter shoot. I ain't mad at it though, Rico. At
It
least the
must be it
Celtics.
must be timeout in the Kings game.
Yeah,
Yes, timeout.
yeah. Anthony Edwards just hit a pull up.
Like it was nothing. Like he's just you want to talk about
4
mad
left.
aggressive for no
Free
reason.
throw
Wait a
line
minute.
pull up.
It's definitely Anthony
Devontae
Edwards.
Graham had 28 points tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of shots.
Yep. Devontae Graham, he's cook. He's not cooking. He's doing enough, Dex. He's doing enough. I'm so mad, Rico.
Why is
Well,
Harrison Barnes in the game? Oh.
I don't know. At least the Celtics are losing.
Step back and he's fouled. Hey,
Yeah,
Who?
this was over. 27 seconds left.
Anthony Edwards just fouled De'Aaron Fox on a pull up step back.
Was it a 3 or a 2?
No, it looks like his foot was over the line. Yup, his foot was on the line. Left foot.
Still, I mean, you could get a stop and make something happen. I mean, God forbid.
Yeah,
But still, I think it's
How would
kind
you
of
even foul
over.
somebody? You up by 4.
I
A
mean,
three pointer is not gonna kill you. You're gonna get the ball back. I
I,
don't know what these
I
players be
think
thinking.
I think he contested it, and the amount of contact is exaggerated. I'll be honest, but there is contact.
Oh,
It looks like he got 2
hey,
fingers on his wrist or some shit.
the Knicks going up against the Celtics to not today at 7:30.
On his forearm, I
Oh
should
my
say.
goodness. The Knicks might beat the Celtics again. Knicks might beat the Celtics again. We need them to. We need them to, Dex. We need them
Are they
to.
reviewing? Are they reviewing the?
Yes, they are. It looks like it. Does it? I don't know. It's very close, but they got to change the angle.
Does that make me
Devontae
nervous?
Graham.
What are you
28
talking
points.
about, Chuck?
So
Does that make me nervous? That don't make me nervous. Okay. Sorry
what?
behind Cowboys. Go ahead, Rico.
Nah, they're still reviewing this. So I don't know, and they're still
Oh,
showing the same angle. That doesn't, you
doesn't
know,
prove nothing. They're just wasting time.
exactly. They need to
I hate when
change
the
the
refs do
angle.
that. Like, come on, ref. It's not.
Waiting
You
on
gotta
They
Vegas.
don't now. All of a sudden, they don't have another angle.
Yeah, they're waiting
right.
on
Okay,
Vegas. They're
Come
waiting on
on,
okay,
Vegas.
man.
refs.
Man, the
Yeah, I'm
refs in
sorry.
Vegas are so
No,
involved with each
no.
other. We gotta be honest at this
Guys,
point.
y'all gotta understand. Usually, they show 360 angles of every play. Correct? They show like from the
Correct.
Mhm.
baseline, left side, right side. They'll show like something upwards.
Right. Now
They'll
you can
show
only.
one.
I'm seeing it, Rico.
They
Now
show
you can only
one
see one
side.
side. That's
That's
cap.
bull.
Listen, no, Rico. I experienced that during the Bucks game, right? So we're watching. So I'm watching like it's down to the right. Joel Embiid's going off, right? Giannis goes from 9 of 21 tonight, so he's not really. He's doing bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I see the ref. I see the ref, and the ref looks at Giannis, right? He sees him do the 2 steps. You know Giannis got a long stride, right?
Yeah.
He said 1, 2, and he lays the ball in.
Fox hits 2 free throws, by the way.
As soon as he laid the ball in up Rico, the
2-point
ref
ball
called it
game.
as a travel. He called it a travel. I said, okay, for sure. This is Vegas. This is Vegas, Rico. Travel? Travel? On the gambling line, you gonna call that a travel and you know that ain't a travel? No, that's Vegas. Next play, Joel Embiid hits a game-winning three. I said, you can't make this stuff up.
So
That's
Harden
good.
killed y'all. Harden got 38 on y'all.
Harden killed us,
Damn.
but he killed us, but nothing hurt more than that Joel and three that Joel Embiid dagger three.
So is James Harden back?
Hell no, he's still trash.
Damn, that's how you feel.
I still don't respect him.
He's averaging like 20 and 10 as a point guard.
Yep.
That ain't bad. That's nice.
He's an
But I mean,
all-star.
Is he
that's
a
true.
better
But
point guard than Chris Paul?
come, all right. I don't think that's a serious question, Rico.
Why not?
In some areas, some areas, some areas.
Some areas, but overall, he's not the better point guard.
If James Harden plays for the Suns, they're not better.
No,
That's crazy.
because as good as these players are, you can't trust them to win. James Harden is never. James
But you
Harden.
comparing them to Chris Paul now.
Yeah, you can't
You just
trust Chris
compare
Paul
him
to
to
win
Chris
either.
Paul. You can't.
Oh, it's over. It's over.
Hey, game
I mean,
over.
I
Timberwolves
don't trust
won.
Chris Paul either, respectfully. So
138,
I can't trust
134.
none of them. Only person I trust over there is Kevin Durant. Even then, my trust issues with him is like, eh, I won't
What about
disrespect
Booker?
you.
Booker
Eh,
got it so easy right now.
eh. He hasn't done enough for me yet. He's young. Eh, you know.
Chris Paul ain't done enough for you yet either. He's old.
I mean, that's what
He's
I
Zach
said.
Levine with a good support system.
Hey, hey, I don't want to say that, Rico. Hey, Rico. Hey, my boy over here is 6 foot, damn near 7 feet. I got I got a guy who plays defense like a pit bull, and I got a rookie who's holding his potential on the bench because old behind Chris Middleton, they won't put him down.
Who played defense like a pit bull?
Oh yeah, Drew Holiday, Bobby Portis.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and then Marshawn Boot Camp. I keep saying it again. This kid is good, but Chris Middleton is like. I understand why you put Chris Middleton in because when he's cooking on that night, he's cooking. But when he flops.
Now
So
Chris
so
Middleton got his ring. He got paid. He ain't even tripping off the Bucks no more.
so
Well, then his
so
old. I'm sorry. I got to learn to be like I got to use the word properly. Well, his old bedridden self needs to go ahead, take off his basketball shoes, and go to a nice sunny retirement and call it a day.
okay.
Now Chris Middleton would be really good in Sacramento.
Maybe he
Sacramento
goes to
need to find
Sacramento.
they need to find and that'd be a really good team.
But I'm telling you now, if you don't think that the Bucks are looking at this game and saying we're getting sick of Middleton, it's pissing me off a little bit.
So what's next for Ja, man? What's next for Ja?
I'm
Because
gonna
see,
charge my phone for a bit, panel.
this is eerie, and the one thing I do appreciate is that he did come out and apologize for his reckless behavior, and the organization sanctioned him with at least a 2 game suspension. Unlike the situation with Book Night, they made him
Right.
play the next game, and like we don't care.
I mean, but that's two different organizations. You don't really
Yeah,
need.
they didn't
This
let
is a
Book Night get his
message.
mind right.
This is a message that they don't really need Ja to win because they proved it last year. You know, but
But
I
they need
did
him in
like
the playoffs though. Regular
true,
season, yes, they can float through regular season without Ja because they did
true,
prove that last year.
which is
Desmond Bain should
why,
have been the player. What you call that player? The most improved
yeah,
player.
and he should be in a most improved conversation this this year because he's playing great. Like every single time Ja goes out, he steps up and he puts up Ja like numbers. You know what I mean, Dex? He's a very good caliber player. I like him. But I'm just sorry, Dex. Forgive me if I was so wrong and irrational and unpassionate. But I'm passionate about this, Dex, because this kid has generational wealth in his hand. You know what I'm saying, Dex?
No
Most
doubt.
people, most people won't be able to get a chance to sniff this money, no matter how hard they work. And the fact you throwing it all away makes me
Ja
either wonder.
Morant is the ninth leading scorer in the league. So who's going to make up that production for Memphis while he's out? Desmond Bain?
Even then, I think Desmond Bain and like two other. I think Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson maybe together, maybe. But that's even a stretch, you know. But yeah,
Yeah,
it just
because
Ja
when
just
you
didn't look like himself.
what do
I
you mean
just
by that?
like I've watched the video over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's everywhere. You know,
He could have
it
been
just look.
wasted,
I don't
allegedly.
know. I don't. He was definitely on something. Let's just say that.
He was
Because
on. He
how
definitely was on. Yeah, something. He was on stupid.
stupid, definitely, but it might have been stupid in something else. I don't want to think what it is because that might just be a far accusation. But he's definitely was either drunk. He definitely got a problem with something because he didn't look like himself. That's a completely different person. You know.
Hmm
I hope and pray for this young. I really hope and pray for this young guy. I'm a young guy too. You know, I don't think that kids should look up to NBA players. Because some of them have got skeletons in their closet. They're humans like us, and they make mistakes, right?
hmm
But you got a chance and opportunity to put your daughter in a financial heaven to the point where your daughter can go to college and she would never have to worry about struggling, right?
hmm
He got babies out here. He got a little
Yeah,
girl.
he got babies. That's right. He got a
He
baby.
got to he gotta
He's a
he
girl
got
dad.
to
He's definitely a
right.
girl dad.
He got to. I'm just saying, Ja. I understand he grown. I understand he's 21. He's what, 23? I'm about to be 21. You know what I'm saying? I understand that us being in our early 20s are we're gonna make some mistakes. So that's why I'm not gonna that hard on him. But if he
But
doesn't
here's a fun
change,
fact.
oh, go
Here's a
ahead,
fun
Dex.
fact
Mm-hmm.
that out of 38 players, out of the top 38 players, does not rank in this category, and that is most clutch players this season.
That is true. He's been very inconsistent when it comes to clutching out games. Something that he
I
was
thought that's
actually
pretty fascinating.
something that he was actually good at clutching out last season. Which just goes to show you, Dex, where his mental is right now. I think that maybe these two games in the long run might help John Morant. Hopefully it's two games. Because we still don't know there's 20 games left in the season?
How many games is left in the season? Six. Yeah, 20 games. Yeah,
20
20 games
games?
left.
I
20
think
games.
you
Yeah,
I
they
think
at
you
the
could give
60 game
him
mark.
right. I think you give him if they give him
Wait a
two,
minute.
I
Hold on. Some teams got 15 games. Like New York, they got 15 games left.
let me rephrase that question. How many games does Memphis have?
Memphis.
My fault, Dex. I should have rephrased that question better.
Memphis have shit. How many? John Moran is 23. Yeah, you're right about that. How many games do Memphis got? I gotta find a record. What is Memphis' record? Memphis got. Yeah, where's their team record? They're not showing it to me.
Right.
Profile. Oh, 38 and 24. So that's 62 games. So Memphis got 18 games left. I mean,
Right.
20. No, 24 games left.
24
Memphis got
games left.
24 games left. Yeah.
So 24 games left.
No, no,
If
no,
you
no. Let me tell you. 20. It's 82 games, right?
right.
And Memphis plays 62 games, so they got 20 games left.
Okay. 20 games left, right?
20. Yep. 20 games.
Now, I'm bringing up the two games because that's what the Grizzlies announced. Now, they're still investigating the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So two, at
I think he's
most,
going to miss 10 games. I
I
think
think
you
so
have a 10
too.
game suspension.
Maybe 10, maybe 11 might be pushing it. But when they investigate the situation with the other controversy that Ja's been going with, they're gonna teach Ja, they're gonna give Ja a little bit of a lesson. Like, hey, you're the face of the franchise, you gotta do better than this. And I think that it's gonna be hard, but I think that's gonna be something that's gonna, it's gonna be something that's gonna make Ja understand like he can't act this way.
Right. He got to correct the error of his ways, most
Right.
definitely. And I believe he'll do it. I
Me
believe
too.
he'll go into this little break, get his mind right. Because,
Mm-hmm.
see, that's something that he mentioned. I'm quite sure Job probably didn't write that. I'm quite sure that was his PR team.
Right.
But they mentioned mind. And when you mention mind and accountability in a paragraph together
Mm-hmm.
that's correcting your behavior, I think that they're on the right track.
Right. That
Because a
means
lot of people
he's
don't even mention mind. They don't even
right.
use the word mind. Mind. They might just say, yeah, I was wrong. I apologize to my family, fans, and all this old type of stuff. They don't go and say, I'm
Yeah,
gotta
that
go get my mind right, and
in my mental right,
hmm
which means that he understands the what's that word? What's a perfect
the
word?
significance,
Thank
significance.
you. The significance of this situation. He
hmm
understands that hey, I could potentially throw in my career away. This is like a breaking point for me, you know, and I'm happy he understands that. It's sometimes a dad can say all he wants in the world until the son has to experience something that makes him turn over a new leaf. You know what I mean? So,
hmm
we praying for you, Ja. We hope you get the mental work done. You one of the great. You're the most talented, and that's why I'm upset. You're one of the most talented young guys to come into this game, bruh. You is nice. You is a problem. Your team could be a really good problem in the West for a very long time.
hmm
Sky's the limit for you, bruh. Take it. Take it.
hmm Yep.
You know?
Yep. I agree with that.
Because today, Dex was the NFL Combine today and stuff, and I'm like, wow, these kids are only a year older than me. All this perfect time in the world, Dex. Live your dream. If that's what you want to do, live your dream. But when you get that dream, Dex, and it's finally there and you grasp it, don't do something crazy like this to throw it all away. You know? Because
Yep.
not everybody can be on YouTube, make a podcast, you know, what I'm saying? Play sports, become a government official, right?
Yep.
So take the opportunity that the man upstairs give you and run with it. Because not many people are in your position, Jaw. It's only 300 players in the NBA. I'm sorry. How many players are in the NBA? That's the NFL. How many players are in the NBA?
Like 400.
400. There's 400 players in the NFL, John Morant, and you're one of them. Not a lot of players get to this position, Jaw. Be lucky. Be grateful. Because just as quickly as you're on this basketball court doing your thing, right? You'll be LeBron's age, 38. Hopefully, if you play that long, just playing, you know. And as much as we talk about LeBron and stuff, LeBron is an Iron Man. 38, still putting up 30 points. That is great. Most people decline at his age, Dex. You know?
No, most definitely. Listen, LeBron is the all-time points leader.
Yep.
He's
Which he
fourth in
deserves.
assists, fourth
Yep.
in assists all time.
Yep.
He's number ninth in games played all time. He's number nine in steals of all time.
And Dex, you're gonna hate me on
Um, Defensive rebounds, he's number 10 all time.
Dex, you're gonna hate me for this.
What else he got high stats in? Oh, field goals made, he's second all time. Field goal attempts, he's second all time. And 3-point attempts, he's fourth all times. And James is ninth in 3 points made all time.
Right.
Free throws made, he's number four all time. Wow, LeBron. Free throw attempts, number five all time. And turnovers, number one all time. So
Listen,
LeBron James ranked top 10 in a whole lot of categories.
right now, I'm a Michael Jordan fan. And Michael Jordan will be 1A for me. He'll be top five for me 100%. Right. But I wasn't born in the '90s to experience it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So as much as I can put in my top five, I lived throughout LeBron's entire career. When LeBron was drafted, Dex, I was 1 years old. When LeBron won
Hmm.
his first championship in Miami, I was 11.
Mm,
And when LeBron went and beat the Warriors 3-1, I was starting my freshman year in high school.
mm,
So I say that to say this, like, as much as I can put up, you know, as much as I can try to put up Michael Jordan, he is top five. It's nothing to be denied there. But LeBron is over there. It's as much as I try to deny it, Dex. LeBron is over Michael for me.
mm.
I've I've never seen a player do this. And I grew up watching AI rarely. Kobe barely. You know, I got Kobe and AI on the high the twilights of their career. I didn't get it when they were just starting. Hell, Shaq
Hmm.
too. So Ja, Luca, LaMelo, Giannis, those are the guys that when I look back on it, those guys are gonna be a part of my era of basketball.
Mm.
And you know what's gonna happen, Dex? The same thing how everybody's saying that the 2000 era is better than the 90s. They're gonna say that the 2030 era and on is gonna be better than this era that we living in right now. That's what just comes with it, But LeBron James
Hmm.
you can't say nothing else. The man's a great dad. The man put up a whole school. He's done so much for the community. I mean, what can you say? It's not much you can say about LeBron other than comparing rings. There's never be another Michael Jordan, Dex. It won't be.
And it shouldn't be.
But there's definitely one LeBron Ramon James. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's the beauty of the game. That's why I'm saying when it's in and done job, even if you don't make it top five, Ja got the talent to become a top 20 player of this era. If he doesn't shoot himself in the foot,
Hmm.
he's already one of the top best players of this draft. Zion can't stay healthy as good as he is, and RJ Barrett's on decline. So, Ja, he got some things to work on, but he'll be all right. He'll be all right. He fine.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine, but he definitely have to get suspended
Mo-
because not only that, Adam Silver have to send a message that this type of ostentatious, aberrant behavior is not accepted in the NBA under the logo, and
right.
that will be sending a message by putting his fist, using it as a gavel
Mm-hmm.
on the judge's desk to use as a deterrent for other young players who think they can come into this league and show a force of misbehaving and not appreciating the privilege of wearing an NBA uniform.
Facts. And I'm gonna put this out here. Mo, I've seen Larry Bird. I'm a fan of the game. I've seen Larry Bird highlights. I've seen documentaries. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Kareem documentaries and highlights. But I don't know what it's like, Dex. You were there. You saw Kareem and Magic play. You know what I'm saying? So there's no stats or nothing that I can tell you that you don't already know because you lived in that era. You know. You know?
Yeah, you say that to say what? Because
I
I
say
don't
that
know if you was asking a question or making a statement.
I'm just making a statement. When
Oh,
somebody
okay.
says when the young, I'm a young guy. So when young guys when they say that, it's no sign of disrespect. So when we have those conversations, we know the name of Birds because we're basketball fans. We see the highlights. But
Yeah, see, a lot of things about that is that when you witness that era, I'm talking about in live and color in 3D, up close and personal, you have a different appreciation for that era because you got to keep in mind that was the highest level of athleticism at that moment, and everything that you saw was for the first time.
mhm,
So your hysteria and your excitement was at an all-time high because you're witnessing something that have never been done before.
right,
Now, many decades have passed, right? And we
mhm,
get to the point where we are now, and we're seeing even more fantastic
play,
athleticism.
mhm,
So when you witness the new form of technological athleticism, it's hard for you to go back to the past and appreciate it because you have already saw something exciting that triggered you and triggered your hysteria. You feel me? So
mhm,
that in the past didn't trigger you. And when you look at it, it looks kind of relegated to a lower level of athleticism. So then you'd be like, how did I get excited for this when we got this? Talking about now. And that's what
right,
I try to convey to a lot of the youth when it comes to in the moment excitement, exuberance, because you witness it firsthand right now, and it's to a higher degree than it was in the past because the technology, the training, and everything that comes with it has evolved. So
mm,
we're looking at a more evolved athlete than it was in the past. But in the past, that was the evolved athlete. So when I look at my era of basketball, which is late 70s, the players that played prior to that, the Dave Bings of the world, the Coney Hawks of the world, you follow what I'm saying? Um, those players don't bring the same excitement as it did with the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Bird, the Michael Jordans, the Bernard Kings,
Hakeem
the
Olajuwon.
Artist Gilmores. Keem Olajuwon came a little later, it came
Oh,
a little
okay.
later. The Artist Gilmores, the Daryl Dawkins, the Daryl Griffins, and even George
Worthy.
Gervings. Worthy came a little later also. Worthy came like what, 82, 83, somewhere like that. But I'm
Oh,
talking about
okay.
like 79, 80, 81. That's
Oh,
when I was
okay.
like really hyped about basketball. You follow what I'm
That's
saying?
that's your
Magic had
peak.
already captured me. Yeah. Magic had already captured me. Larry Bird had already captured me. The Greyhound had already captured me.
Kareem.
Iceman. Iceman. Well, Kareem didn't really capture me because he's a little bit, before me. Kareem
Right, because
was.
Kareem did start
You
in
know what I'm
what, the
saying?
late
He was already
'60s.
he was yeah, right,
Yeah,
late 60s. He was already established and he's an older guy, you follow what I'm saying? So I'm talking about these young thoroughbreds
the young
that
cats.
captured me. Yeah, at that time, you know what I'm saying? The
Right.
Michael Coopers and things of that nature, you know.
Who,
Dr. J, you feel me?
in, right, in my opinion, will be a great 3-and-D player today. Just looking off of Coop's tape, Coop was nasty. Just like looking off
Right.
his tape, Coop was nasty. He would be a
I went
perfect 3-and-D three guy today. It's not even close.
I went to his basketball training camp for 2 years in a row. He held it at Cal State LA, and then he had a preliminary basketball camp that he held at Villa Park, and Villa Park was like right down the street from my house, and that's what kind of got me into really basketball. Because before basketball, I was straight baseball, football. I thought
Now,
basketball was just kind of strange. I was a
see,
baseball
football,
head for sure,
that's
and
crazy.
football was my second sport.
Because
And
in
then all of
my
a sudden, basketball
opinion,
took over.
football really didn't take off till, in my opinion, it didn't take like we look. So what? I would say your football years would be what, the Steelers dynasty.
Yep, the Steelers dynasty. Yep,
Because
Cowboys.
my
Yep.
because my era of football, if I can go as far back I can remember, it would be 2000. So it can be the Ravens, the Patriots, and the Giants.
hmm so that's why it's hard to define what era is better, is because your excitement at that moment is in that era.
Right,
You feel me? I'm talking about when you're at your peak, when you're the young kid and you excited and you try to go out and mimic the moves that these players are doing on TV and things of that
right.
nature. Now, as I got older, yes, basketball is way more athletic. You know, better,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a lot of better shooters now than it was then. The game is way much faster. High level thinking, playing above the rim, and things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody, not just a few athletes playing above the rim. Like everybody damn near play above the rim in basketball nowadays, whether they're
Heck,
on the bench or
even the even the people of the Caucasoid Mountains can get up there
right. When it
and
used to
get
be white men couldn't jump. You know what I'm saying? You only had
right.
a few white guys that can really jump, like like the Bill Waltons. He was a good dunker. You had Tom Chambers was a good dunker. You had Dan
I didn't
Issel.
know Bill
You know
Walton
what I'm
could
saying?
dunk like that. I've never seen
Oh yeah,
his.
Bill. Bill Walton. Yeah, he was under that same rule of Kareem where you couldn't dunk, and then they changed it because
Oh, okay. Because I
now
saw him.
you got the
Right.
sensational white boy come in that can dunk. So okay, let's change the rules back. We can dunk again.
Okay. Because
Bill Walton's
like
here. You know what I'm saying?
because I saw like I saw his tape. Like half of his career, he was doing layups, and the other
Right,
half, I'm
because you
like,
couldn't
why
dunk.
is he
Because you couldn't
dunking?
dunk. Right, exactly.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
didn't.
you
So the
couldn't dunk. So
dunking
he
was
came in,
okay.
you couldn't dunk. When he first came into college, you couldn't dunk. It was still that Kareem rule. But then once they seen that, okay, we got the great white hope, and he can jump and he can block shots and he's athletic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So let's change the rules back because we got somebody that we can cheer for. Look like us could do the things that
Kareem
some of these
is
black guys could do.
Kareem is could get up there though too.
Well, I mean, Kurt Rambis was Joe Hustle. You know what I'm saying? Or Charlie Hustle. He was just
Okay.
he was the Charlie Hustle of basketball, but he wasn't no like, and they called
Athletic
him
guy.
Superman because he looked like Clark Kent with the glasses and things of that nature. Yeah, he
Right.
was a real hustle guy. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But Bill Walton was all around. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. It's not. There's not.
could
There's no
nobody deal with
denying.
Bill Walton? You feel me? He was
Problem.
an outstanding college player. He came into the pros. Bill Walton changed a lot of things in the pros that a lot of people don't give him credit for. You know, as far as a free agent, he sat out a whole year
Oh, he started that.
dealing. Yeah, you follow what I'm
Oh,
saying? Dealing with his money and dealing with the things that he wanted, the conditions that he wanted. But they don't use that as Bill, for as Bill Walton because most people look at that as a sore eye. So all the black athletes get that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they
true.
want to sit out. Oh, they want more money. You know what I'm saying? So Bill Walton was one of the pioneers of doing that in basketball. He took that Kurt Flood situation and brought it to, you know, uh, the Portland
Think about it.
Trailblazers,
Like when you think about it, Dex. Like my
and that's
peak
why they
was
traded him to the Clippers.
like when you think about it, Dex. My peak. My peak. I could say AI crossing. AI crossing over Tyronn Lue. I don't know what that experience was because I wasn't even born yet. I was born in 2002, the second Lakers championship. Like just due to
Hmm
Do the math. Like I saw Kobe do his two-peat in 2008, 2000 what, 9 and 10?
Yeah,
Or was it
9-10.
right
9-10. 'Cause
9
they
10?
lost 2008. They went three straight. They went three straight, but he
Mm-hmm.
lost the first one in Boston, then beat Orlando, and then beat Boston to cap it off,
Okay.
which was Kobe's best feat to beat the
Yeah.
Boston Celtics. And that was I think that was the first time, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. The historians.
Mm-hmm.
That was because I'm going off memory. I'm not looking
Right.
nothing up. That was the first time the Boston Celtics lost a seventh game in the finals.
It
Kobe did
was.
that.
It was. It was.
They had never lost a seventh game
So
in the
then they
finals.
beat him in the
Never.
game 7 in 2007?
No,
Kobe took him
2007.
7 game in 2007.
Yeah, but they didn't lose. Remember, they didn't lose. Boston. This was Boston's first series ever in their franchise history losing a seventh game.
Yeah.
And I believe they lost it. Was it in Boston? And I think that made it even worse. So I think Kobe beat them on their floor.
It
Or
wasn't.
was it
No,
at
it was
home?
in Boston. It was in Boston.
It was in Boston.
Because you remember Kobe went off in game 6.
Hmm.
It was in Boston.
Yeah. So that was the first time they ever lost a game seven, because the prior series, it went. I think it went six. They didn't go seven. It went six, if I'm not
It went
mistaken.
6. Okay.
I think so. I think so. If my memory served me right, I
It's
think
been
it
so
went
long.
six. And then they came back and they swept Orlando. That was the White Howard Orlando, Jameer
Yeah.
Nelson and company,
Hmm.
Stojakovic and Turkoglu, those
Right.
guys.
Orlando really has some good
Yeah, they
teams in
had
the
a good team.
past.
They had Rashard Lewis.
That's what I'm
Um,
saying. Orlando is not really that down and out how people think it is. They just need to get a star, which I think they got one in Paulo. I
yeah,
think
they had a hell of a team that year. That's the team they beat LeBron. They beat LeBron and they beat Boston.
they did beat
Or
LeBron
did
that year.
I think they beat did Orlando beat Boston? Yeah, Orlando beat Boston.
Yeah, they
I
beat
think Orlando beat
Boston.
Boston. Yeah,
Orlando
they
beat
beat
Boston.
LeBron
You got
and
to
Boston.
remember. Did they beat LeBron in Boston? I thought LeBron was beat by somebody else that year.
Oh no, LeBron was beat by Boston the first year Boston won, and they were saying that
Yeah.
LeBron quit, and then he came back, and I think Orlando beat him, and then Orlando played. No, Orlando beat Boston first. Then
Right.
they played LeBron. I think they played LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals, and people thought that Kobe and LeBron had an opportunity to play each other,
And
and then Orlando beat
right.
them.
It was Eastern Conference Final because they was trying to push that whole LeBron and Kobe final thing. You're right. You're right
And
about
so
that.
they came out of there. Stan Van Gundy, because Stan Van Gundy was looked upon as a coach that couldn't make it happen,
Yep.
and Shaq the one that exposed that
Hmm.
he don't he can't coach in a clutch in an intense environment. Yeah, I
Right.
remember all that when all that stuff was coming out then.
It's crazy. It's like it's kind of crazy. Yeah, like my peak, like I said, that's my peak. Like peak was LeBron, was Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, that was an awful series because LeBron and them didn't have a chance.
Right, but listen,
Spurs was
you have to
way too
understand.
good.
Even then, I'm still getting OGs in their twilight of their careers.
Yeah, the Spurs is just way too good then.
But nah,
They was
peak,
I mean
peak
they
for
even beat
me,
the Lakers at that time.
peak for me is Stephen Curry in 2015 winning a championship, unanimous MVP. Peak for me is Russell Westbrook MVP.
Yeah, but you understand where I'm getting at as far as a lot of people don't understand the psychology about the era of their sports genre,
Yeah,
that they try to push it as the best era in sports because
right.
to them in their mind it pops so many dopamines that they cannot see anything more exciting than when they was at their peak interest
Right. I
in
tell
that era.
anybody. I tell anybody. I said the best quarterbacks in the NFL came from my era.
And what era is this?
This is the 2000 era. Philip Rivers, Tom Brady,
No,
Eli
no,
Manning.
never.
Yes. Big Ben
No,
Roethlisberger.
no,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
I
Yes.
disagree.
Hey, but this is why it's perfect to have this conversation. Why? Do the math. Who you had? Who's the second best? Elway, Montana, Marino,
Mm-hmm.
Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
But
83.
even then, Kelly
But
Marino didn't live up.
Montana wasn't part of the 80. Yeah, Kelly's Hall of Famer. Montana wasn't part of that draft, but he was in that era.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
That
I'm
83
not
draft was crazy for quarterbacks.
that okay. I'm talking about era. I'm not going to drafts because draft will be here all day. Okay. Okay. Drafts will be
Well,
here all day. But
the
eras.
80s, the 80s, the 80s was a good era for quarterbacks.
You had three big heads in freaking head. You had Joe Montana, John Elway, Marino, Kelly.
Yep,
Come on,
yep. You had
man.
Kelly. Bradshaw was part of the 80s. Staubach was part of
Bradshaw.
the early 80s. Yeah, yeah. Bradshaw played into the 80s.
Terry Bradshaw,
Staubach played.
Roger
Staubach
Staubach. Come
played
on,
into.
man. That's
Yep.
not their primes. Okay,
I
that's
ain't saying, but I'm
Twilight.
just saying they was in the 80s though.
But that's
Shit.
Twilight decks. Don't do
You
that.
had Danny White.
Starbuck and
Hold on,
No.
hold on. Okay, let me finish. Let me finish. You had Danny White. You had
Right.
Bert Blyleven. You had you had Steve Brokowski. You
Who?
had you never heard of Steve Brokowski?
That might be a little bit too far. That might be a little
Polish
too.
bomber.
Nah,
You had Jim Hart.
I know him.
You had Ken Stabler. You
Jim
had
Plunkett.
Jim Plunkett. Yep, because he was at New England, then he came to the Raiders.
Right
Um,
I think after they cut Ken
you
Stabler,
had
I don't know.
Jim McMahon. He was a good game manager. He wasn't no hell of a
Yeah, I
quarterback. He
don't
was a
put
good
Jim
game
McMahon
manager.
up there like that.
But he was a
He was
good game manager
okay.
because he was winning though. Yeah, because he was winning. The Chicago Bears
Yeah,
was winning.
if you had
Although
to
they had one
compare
Super
him,
Bowl, but they was winning.
if you had to compare him, he'd be Nick
Um,
Foles. Nick Foles. That's era Nick Foles right there.
I think Jim McMahon was a leader though. Nick Foles not a leader.
But they played. They're
He,
both game managers who succeeded.
yeah, but he
Like
was a leader though. That's like Nick Foles is more of a Trent Dilfer. See, because Trent
you
Dilfer
know
didn't
what?
lead anything.
You might be right. Continue. You might be right. Continue.
Yeah, Rob Johnson, Trent Dilfer. You know what I'm saying? Those quarterbacks.
Right.
Um, we had
I love you trying to make
Kenny
a case.
Anderson. We had
Eh,
Kenny Anderson.
eh.
Bernie Kosar,
Oh, from
Troy
the
Aikman.
Falcons. I heard of Bartkowski then from the Falcons, right?
Yeah, of course, Steve
Okay.
Borkowski. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I heard him.
And then you had what's the dude name from the Eagles? Oh my God, I can't think of his name.
Randall Cunningham.
Yep, Randall Cunningham. And
Yep.
before Randall Cunningham, because Randall Cunningham came into
Ron
like
Jaworski.
Ron Jaworski. There you go, the Polish bomber,
Yeah.
Ron Jaworski.
You see, when it comes
Yep,
to
Ron
football,
Jaworski.
I got more of a deeper bag. I
See, a lot of
just
people don't remember. A lot of people don't remember Ron Jaworski. They don't remember him now because he's kind of an announcer. He's kind of funny. You know what I mean? But
all
yeah,
I know
when
Ron
he played with the
Jaworski.
Eagles, yeah,
I know
he played
Ron
with the Eagles. He
Jaworski.
was
All I
really
know is
good.
Ron Jaworski is Lawrence Taylor's favorite person to sack.
And you had Joe Theismann. Don't forget Joe Theismann.
Oh,
You
you're talking
know,
about the quarterback
before,
in Washington who broke his leg and ended
yeah,
career.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Joe Theismann.
What, Diamond got what? One Super Bowl? Don't Diamond got a Super Bowl?
Yeah, of course, Joe Theismann got a Super Bowl. Yeah, he played in two, but won one because the other one he
Because
lost against the
Doug
Raiders.
Williams won the second one because he was injured.
No, no. I'm saying that Joe Theismann played in once. He played in two Super Bowls. He
Mm-hmm.
won one, lost one. He lost against the Raiders.
He did lose
Jim
it.
Plunkett and
Right,
them.
Plunkett with John Madden on the sideline. Yep.
Exactly. No, not with Plunkett. With Plunkett, it was Tom Flores. Tom Flores was a coach. Madden had already retired.
Oh, so Madden was before Flores.
Yeah, Madden was
Okay.
before Flores. Yeah. Then after Flores, I think you had Don. What's his name? Art Shell.
Art Shell, yeah, who had
Then
Bo
after Art.
Jackson and who had
Uh-huh.
what's that other Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson before he went to the Chiefs.
Right before he went to Chief. And then you had another good quarterback from the 80s. Oh yeah, that's right, Doug Williams. You said Doug Williams.
Yeah.
Um, let me see. I'm missing somebody,
I still
man.
think my quarterbacks are better though. But I'm just like
Oh, we look all them Hall of Famers. What do you mean? These are all Hall
my
of Famers.
slow your roll, Jack. When it's said and done, all these quarterbacks I'm talking about will be Hall of Famers. Don't do that. You got a chance
Well,
to have your guys established. My guys are still playing.
but
Okay,
I'm
I'm
saying
just
they
telling
already
how see
there
how it
though.
is.
They already in Canton. They in Canton, Ohio right now.
It's not. It's a okay. It's a what you call it? A league gap. Oh, it's a fine print. It's a fine print, if you
But I'm
will.
missing somebody, man. I'm missing somebody.
I'm
Not
surprised you
Fred
haven't said this
Tarkenton.
quarterback yet.
Not Fred Tarkenton. I'm
You
missing
know
this.
what
I'm
team he
missing
played for?
somebody. Ah, let me see. Boomer Esiason. Can I say Boomer Esiason? He was 80s.
No, that's like 70s.
No, Boomer Esiason was 70s.
Yes, it
He
is. He
was
was in the twilight of
no,
his career in the 80s.
no. Boomer Esiason was in his prime in the 80s. He went to a Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm probably thinking about the 90s. No, that's probably the 90s.
Yeah, 90s he was in his twilight. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
could say Boomer Esiason. I can grab Boomer Esiason. Um, and let's see who else is left out there. I'm trying to name quarterbacks who like Hall of Famers, like
Who
our
made an
friends Hall of
impact?
Famers.
I can give you five. I can give you a whole bunch of quarterbacks
No, you
who
just
are in the
naming
Hall of
quarterbacks.
Fame.
No, I can name quarterbacks now, but I'm naming oh yeah, Pat Hayden. Pat
Right.
Hayden is part
See,
from the
you trying to
80s.
get deep with it. I was just trying to explain how my era is the best. And you're just making it hard. You're gonna have to make me get in my bag a little bit,
No,
Dex.
Eric can't be the best because in football it's different. In football, you guys don't have no Jack Tatum.
Stop it. I'm talking about
You
you have to understand. You
you
do
don't
realize
have
the
no Kenny
90s.
Easley.
Hey,
You don't have
you
no
have to
Kenny
realize
Easley.
from 2000 to 2021
Who
is
was that
mine.
Seattle quarterback? I'm trying to think. Who was that Seattle Seahawks quarterback?
Hey, you have to understand from 2000 to 2021 is mine. So
Who the
please,
hell was quarterbacking for Seattle Seahawks back then? Because his favorite target was Jim Zorn.
you
I don't
sure it
know if you
wasn't
remember
Steve
wide receiver
Largent?
Jim
Because
Zorn.
Steve Largent played in the
I mean
80s.
Steve Largent. Jim Zorn, yeah, that's the quarterback.
Right.
Steve Largent was the wide receiver. Jim
Right. That was
Zorn, the lefty.
mm-hmm.
I don't think you remember him. He played for the Seattle Seahawks. His
Yeah,
favorite target was
he threw to
Steve
Steve
Largent.
Largent. You have to know who he
Yep,
is. You got to know who the
yep,
quarterback is, who he throwing
yep.
to.
Steve Largent. And
That's
then
like
you had
saying you don't know who.
how do I miss Dan Fowles? Oh my God. Shame on
There it
me.
is. There
And
it is.
Air Carriol.
Right.
What was his name? Don Carriol. And they used to
Mo
call it Air
Johnny
Carriol.
Mo Johnny Unitas was the part of the Bart
Nah, that's
Star.
70s. Yes,
Right. He's a
70s.
part of the Bart Star.
Hmm.
Joe Namath.
Burt Jones, though. No, Burt Jones. Johnny Unitas was a Colt, but after Johnny Unitas, the next best Colt quarterback was Burt Jones.
Oh, I know, but I'm trying to let him know like Johnny Unitas and Joe Namath are a part of the
Yeah, Joe.
same
They had Joe Namath.
era.
Joe Namath was the Colts also, but he was in his down years as a Colt
Yeah,
quarterback.
he
Joe
was in
Namath.
his twilight. He was in
But
his
Burt
twilight.
Jones was a good quarterback for the Colts.
Yeah. Dex, how can you forget about this player?
What a
No, I
quarterback?
would say Jurgensen. No, not
No,
Jurgensen.
he wasn't the '80s. That's Washington. He wasn't for the '80s. Sonny
Jurgensen,
Jurgensen.
but Jurgensen was Washington.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Jurgensen
That's
probably
that's way before my
nah,
time, Sonny Jurgensen.
nah.
He was like
That's
60s,
the
70s, early
Lombardi era.
70s.
That's like
Yeah,
that's
that's before me. Lombardi's
yeah. That's
before me.
67. Nah,
Um. So
I'm just
yeah,
waiting patiently.
Jim Zone. A lot of people don't remember this dude. Oh man, he was a lefty
I'm gonna blow
quarterback,
Dex
and
out the
this
water with this list. I'm gonna blow Dex out the water with
is
my
it a
list.
quarterback? Is it a quarterback?
Yes, I got
We're
plenty of
talking
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks.
We're talking about quarterbacks. I the best
Yeah.
quarterback or era. All my
You,
quarterbacks in the 2000 eras has hit. Now I'm gonna prove to you why. I'm just waiting. Okay,
and
Dex.
and it's one more quarterback that I'm missing, man. Oh my God, he's on the tip. Not Archie Manning, because Archie Manning he wasn't
Archie
nothing.
Manning 70s.
He wasn't nothing. He played in the '80s also, early '80s, but he
That's
wasn't.
but
He
that's
wasn't.
like
He couldn't
Twilight
win a
though.
game. Yeah, he couldn't even win a game.
Hey, but he gave us the 2 greatest quarterbacks ever. So on my era. So thank you, Archie.
I don't know about. I think maybe 1. I don't know about 2.
No, 2. Get it right. 2.
You said greatest. I don't know about that.
2. Eli Manning is the greatest postseason quarterback outside. He and Joe Montana got the same numbers in the postseason.
Mm.
And I actually have looked up the stats and the facts back it up. He and Joe Montana.
It was the quarterback for the Jets. His last name was O'Brien. I can't think of his first name. He was a blonde haired kid named O'Brien.
The Jets have had bad quarterbacks since this.
But he was cool though. O'Brien was cool.
This Jets haven't had a good quarterback since Namath. Literally.
Well, Boomer played for him for a little while.
You're right.
But O'Brien was like their quarterback in the 80s. I can't think of his name, his first name, but his last name was O'Brien.
Rich?
So he was O'Brien. That's Irish, right? He was an Irish kid.
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about. But hey, 2000 era, baby. Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning.
Eli's not a great quarterback.
Lamar Jackson. I can go on. My players are more talented.
Lamar just now.
Because I'm growing up in the era.
2000. Listen, this is 2000. 2010.
Fine. You're gonna hold me to that list? Fine, let's go then.
You can't go past 2010.
Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick, Russell Wilson, Phillip Rivers, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. Yes, I can.
No, he's after 2010.
I can't. Well, let me take Russell Wilson off the list because I can't take that. He's after 2000.
Yeah, he's after
2011. God damn it! You're making it hard for me, Dex. I hate this. Not fair. It's not fair. Fine. Michael Vick, Joe Flacco.
Don't forget Ryan Leaf.
I freaking hate. We don't talk about Ryan Leaf.
Don't forget
Jamarcus Russell. Jesus Christ.
I wasn't even gonna mention him. But don't forget what's the boy?
Vince Young. Vince Young was fired.
But he didn't. No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
What did he do?
Talented wise, Dex. Our quarterbacks are more talented than your quarterbacks.
Oh, he was talented. Yeah, he was talented. I give.
Let's be real, Dex. There's only 4 talented guys over there in your era.
Listen, I saw Big Young play, and I know he's good.
Right.
I seen him play in the Rose Bowl.
Right.
When they played USC.
I saw him on TV when I was 4.
And the dude he's bigger than his offensive lineman.
Facts.
And this guy's playing quarterback.
But like I said,
couldn't even tackle the dude.
Tom Brady, Brett Favre.
No, you can't use no Brett Favre.
I can.
Brett Favre was before 2000, dude.
No, he's not. Brett Favre won the Super Bowl in '99. Stop that. He was dominant in 2000.
Is 99 2000? Is 99 2000?
He was playing in 2000 and 2010.
And Brett Favre did not win no Super Bowl in 99. You need to stop that. I think he won like 97, 98, somewhere around there.
Brett Favre still playing in my era.
So stop trying to cheat. You like
no, I'm not. Brett Favre still played in my era.
No, you don't count Brett Favre.
You don't?
No.
Aaron Rodgers.
That's the 90s.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, yeah.
All right, give me that. Give me that. Alex Smith. Give me that. Give me that. Phillip Rivers. Give me that. Give me that. Ben Roethlisberger. Give me that. Give me that. I can go on. All my guys,
I got Hall of Famers. I'm just saying, I got Hall of Famers.
Ben Roethlisberger,
Hall of Famers.
Hall of Famers. Peyton Manning, Hall of Famer. Tom Brady, Hall of Famer.
I don't know about Peyton
Eli Manning.
Peyton Manning is questionable.
No, Peyton Manning's in the Hall of Fame.
No, he's in purgatory.
No, he's not. He's in the Hall of Fame.
No, he's not. No,
yes, he is. Look it up.
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Actually let him in?
He's in the Hall of Fame.
They let him in this early.
Peyton Manning is already in the Hall of Fame along with Calvin Johnson.
I'm talking about Peyton Manning. I'm not talking about Peyton Manning. I'm talking about. Oh, you said Peyton. I thought you said Eli.
No, Eli gonna have to wait. Yeah. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame too.
No,
You
no.
can't beat Tom Brady. He beat Tom
Is a
Brady
first ballot
twice.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Peyton
he
Manning's
had.
first ballot. Yeah.
Peyton's already in
I
there.
thought you said Eli. I thought you said
Nah.
Eli. My bad.
He's gonna be in there by the name and because he beat Tom Brady twice.
I don't know. He's in purgatory.
Right. You're right though. It's an argument that he doesn't deserve to be in there. But still, he was a great quarterback. 2 Super Bowls got him done. In the same era, mind you. Tom Brady. I can go on. Shoot. I
Okay, you got
mean,
Jake Delhomme.
yep, Jake
No, Jake
Delhomme.
Delhomme. No, he's in the 90s. He's 90s.
He's in the 90s, right? I can't use Jake
Yeah, he's
Delhomme.
90s.
Freaking Dex. Trying to trap me. Goof. I can't use Dante Culpepper. He played, but no, I can't use Dante Culpepper because he
No, he's in the
played.
90s. Wasn't he
Come on,
90s?
Dex, stop. You're killing me.
Okay, how far in the 2000s did Dante Culpepper go?
He retired in 2006.
Oh no, you can't use him because he was done at like 4 years before he retired. He was done.
My Jesus, Dex, you're killing me. You're killing me. I thought I was able to go. No, Dex, that's not fair. You went the whole 80s, bruh. You went the whole
Yeah,
80s.
80s. Yeah, 80s.
Mine's is
That's 10
2000
years.
to 2020. That's not fair.
No, 2000, 2010. It's 10
Fine.
years. That's a
Right, that's
decade.
true. Fine. Hey, my 4 quarterbacks are more, well, I'm not going to say that blasphemy. My quarterbacks have won more than yours.
Because of Tom Brady, that's why.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Don't
And
matter.
he's because of longevity, because really Tom Brady's is the 90s.
Tom Brady's is, he got drafted. He got
He's not
drafted
the
in
90s.
2001.
Yeah, he's not the 90s.
Come on,
I'm thinking
Dex.
something different. Yeah. I was trying to cheat.
2002. You do realize what year it is, right?
Yeah, I was trying to cheat. I was trying to get
Trying to
Tom
cheat
Brady up
me.
out of there.
Right. Seven Tom Brady rings.
He's the
2
GOAT. I mean, he's
Eli
the
Manning
GOAT, so
rings. That's 9. 2. You
Peyton
got
Manning
2 Ben Roethlisberger rings.
Peyton Manning got 2.
That's like a 13, 14 rings. You can't beat us, Dex.
But yeah, because of
I got
Tom
the most
Brady. You're right.
winnings. It doesn't matter. I got the most winnings. That's why I said I won the argument before we started. I got the 4 most winnings quarterbacks in the history of the NFL at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you killing me as far as Tom Brady. I mean, it's nothing less than
But nah,
that.
if you want to talk about receivers, the 80s got that. If you want to talk about defensive linemen, the 80s got that. 80s and 90s got better wide receivers and cornerbacks than I do. I'm not even going to debate Jerry Rice. I'm not Steve Largent. I'm not going to do that. That's insane.
Yeah, we had Cliff Branch.
Right.
We had what was Harold
Freddie
Carmichael.
Solomon. Freddie
Yep,
Solomon.
Freddie Solomon. Yep. Dwight Clark.
John Taylor.
Yeah, John Taylor. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, John Taylor.
Right.
But do you remember Harold Carmichael? The tallest wide receiver ever.
Yeah. I did play for the Raiders.
No, he played for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's a little bit past my prime. That's a little bit past my age here.
You had Roy Green.
Green was nasty.
You had
Tim Brown.
Yeah, you had Tim Brown, exactly.
From the Raiders.
The
Tim Brown. Mm-hmm.
No, Rams.
What's the guy from the Raiders?
It's Tim Brown, but that was later on. He's a Ram guy.
Oh, okay. My fault.
That's where he made his name at, with the Rams.
Oh. But the 90s got some good players, man. Eric Dickerson.
No, that's 80s. Eric Dickerson, 80s.
Oh,
that's the Rams also. He Rams also.
Right. Eric Dickerson then. Marshall Faulk.
You got a lot of good wide receivers.
Oh no. I got some pretty good running backs. I got some pretty good running backs in the 2000s.
Marshall Faulk is the 90s.
Jerome Bettis is in the 90s too.
Oh, yep. On the wheels of the bus go round and round, round and
round. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Hey, I don't care what anybody say. Hey, thank you, Jerome Bettis, for making.
Don't forget, you had Lynn Swan and John Stallworth. You had Billy Joe Dupree. You had Drew Pearson, Tony Hill.
Ew.
You had
I'm sorry. I said ew because I'm a Giants hater. I'm a Cowboys hater. I'm sorry. Forgive
I'm
me.
trying to think who was on the Giants back then. I know you had Phil Simms towards
We
the
ain't,
late end,
man. We had
but
receivers you can't name.
who
We
I'm
had
trying to think of
receivers you
who was
can't name.
receivers.
We had
Who was the
receivers you can't
Giants
name.
receivers, man? I know y'all had Anderson. Y'all got him from the Rams. Willie Anderson, Flipper Anderson. Y'all had him. Uh oh, Ike Hilliard. That's who y'all had. Wait, no, Ike Hilliard. Was he still around?
Dupree and Clayton from
No, that's
Miami.
Miami. Yeah, that's Miami.
Yeah,
And
they
then and
played
then
Cooper and
Washington
Clayton.
had the three amigos.
Right, but
Was
Clayton
that
played in
Washington or was it Denver?
didn't Cooper and Clayton play in the 80s with didn't they play with
Yeah,
Marino?
yeah, yeah. They played with
Right.
Marino. Yeah.
As much as my mom talks about those two guys, I should know those
Washington had
two.
Art Monk. Remember Art Monk?
The coach
No,
of the
Art Monk.
Raiders?
No, not
Oh,
Art
okay.
Shell. Art Monk.
All right.
That's who.
That's
That's who played with the Washington Redskins. That was a like good possession receiver. But they had
okay.
like Washington had like three good receivers. They had Sanders. I think they had Reggie
I ain't gonna
Sanders,
lie, Dex.
Art Monk, and they had one more guy. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, we had some matter of fact, we had a lot of great players in the 2000s. Randy Moss.
Oh, Randy. Man.
Randy was dominating in 2000. He
Mm.
wasn't even in the twilight of his career.
He torched my Cowboys. I remember that.
hmm Randy Moss, Tiki Barber, Adrian Peterson, Marshawn Lynch, LeGarrette Blunt, Le'Veon Bell.
You can't not LeGarrette Blunt. Come on, man.
What do you mean? LeGarrette Blunt
You
was
can
2000. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
you need Corey Dillon. Don't forget Corey Dillon.
Corey Dillon, but still, LeGarrette Blunt. Don't try to take off of my list.
Yeah, but LeGarrette Blunt. I mean, he did all right for the Patriots that 1 year, but
LaShawn McCoy. Don't take off of my list.
oh yeah, the real McCoy.
LaShawn McCoy was in 2010.
Hmm.
Deshaun Jackson was in 2010. So they count.
That's the homie, Deshaun Jackson.
They count. I don't want nobody try to. Terrell Owens.
Terrell Owens 90s.
No, Terrell Owens was. He's still 2000s, Dex. Regardless if you want to hate, he's still 2000s. He was dominating just like Randy Moss in 2000. You got to stop acting like just because they were drafted in the 90s, they didn't play. Those two played. So if I could have Randy Moss, you got to let me have T.O. You got to let me have T.O., Dex. You got to.
Yeah, because I think
T.O.
he
didn't
did
reach
most
his
of his
prime.
damage. Right,
He did
yeah.
most of his
Into the
damage
mid,
in the 2000s,
yeah, in the 2000s, yeah. Okay.
which is after he left the 49ers in 99.
No, did damage in 49ers.
He
That's
did,
what he
but he
did.
was doing
Yeah.
more
And
damage.
then he
He
went to the
did,
Cowboys.
and then he went to the Eagles too.
And then he went to the Eagles. No, he went to the Eagles first, right? Then Cowboys.
Yeah, he went to the Eagles first. Took him to a Super Bowl. They lost, and then he
Hmm.
went to the Cowboys.
Yeah, because I think he played
Then
with a
he went to
broken ankle or
then he
something.
went to Buffalo. Then he went to Bengals. Then he went to Buffalo to end his career.
Mhm.
He played with Marshawn Lynch. People forget about that.
Yeah, once he left Dallas, I didn't follow him no more.
Everybody knows this.
I met him
My
in person too. But you know
hmm
what? I'm gonna tell you something about Terrell Owens. He ain't, he's one of those type of dudes that think more of himself than he probably should. I'm gonna just
you
leave it at
know
that.
that Terrell Owens is from Florida, right?
Oh, that's where he from? I think from Georgia. I
Terrell
didn't know he was from
Owens.
Florida.
Terrell Owens. He's born from Georgia, yes, but Terrell Owens has family members in Florida.
Yeah, but I think he was raised in Georgia though, I think, by his grandmother. Yeah, he might have Florida ties. I mean, everybody in Georgia got Florida ties, right?
Yeah,
Damn near.
like it's not trying to be funny. He was born in Georgia, but yeah, he got family. A lot of you don't believe how many family members are. You don't understand how many cousins are in the game. If this is ridiculous, like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because I know people from Georgia and they got family in Florida.
mhm.
That's where they go to Florida. You know what I'm saying? I,
My mom was born and
that's a
raised in
hell.
Augusta, Georgia. My grandma
Augusta. I've been to
Louise.
Augusta.
hmm
I've been to Augusta. I've been to Savannah. That's where what's your name is from? Jim. what's that man? The singer. Papa don't take no mess. Papa don't take no mess.
I don't
Babaloo,
know.
babaloo, babaloo. Papa don't take no mess. Oh, I'm get
You,
back. The
sh-
big
you,
payback.
you
That's
showing your age,
man.
Dex.
What's
You
the
showing,
what's the singer name? His last name was Brown.
I don't. Bobby Brown.
Not Bobby Brown. He's from Augusta. He's from Augusta, Georgia.
I don't know, Dex. You showing your age. I don't know. I don't know how I can
Big
help you.
payback. I'm mad. Somebody
Are you
know what
talking
I'm
about
talking about.
James Brown?
James Brown. There you go. James
Come
Brown.
on, Dex. You don't know
But it's
James
late.
Brown. I'm
Listen,
gonna
man.
leave. I'm gonna
It's late night.
leave,
Flight started this damn stream so damn late. You know what I'm saying? I got brain
bruh.
fog. After
James
8 p.m., I
Brown.
got brain fog.
OG, that's disrespectful. You grew up in that era.
But I,
Come on, OG.
didn't I name the music he was singing? I just couldn't get his name out. I said Brown.
You said Browns. That should
I was
have
getting ready
popped
to
in
say
your
Jimmy
head.
Brown. I was getting ready to say Jimmy Brown. But James and Jimmy is interchangeable. So James and Jimmy, same name.
Oh my goodness. Right, because Jimi Hendrix' name is James Hendrix. That's what they buried him
Mhm.
as,
Yep. It's interchangeable. You can use either name, Jimmy or James.
bro.
It's
Like, oh,
like William or Bob or Robert or Bob. You know what I mean? Same thing.
yeah, yeah. I'm starting to question. I'm starting to question my parents' musical taste. Dex. They let me listen to a lot of people who we could say were they love Mary Jane a lot.
Mary Jane, Rick
Yeah,
James,
Rick
Mary
James.
James.
Right, Rick James, Bob
I like
Marley,
Rick James though.
James Brown.
Yep. I like Rick James. Rick James got good music, man.
You know,
Prince. That's where Prince got his
I
style
should have
from. Rick
knew
James.
like Prince. I ain't gonna say that on Flight Sports TV. I used to first time I ever watched Purple Rain. I walked around with purple fingernail polish on my hand for a week
Well, I knew you were a suspect.
and a
Listen, man. Let
purple
me tell you,
jacket. Hey man, it's Prince. It's Prince, man.
Prince my ass. I ain't never put nothing purple on my fingernails.
Hey, listen. If Prince can get the girl like that, why
You
not? Why
tell me
not try
your
it?
sister did that for you, right? She painted your fingernails for you, right? And told
No,
you,
she
I'm gonna show
no.
you how to get all the girls.
All right, no. Okay, I lost the bet. Okay, all right, Dex. Let's be real. I lost the bet. I just tried. I lost the bet. Okay, Dex. I just tried to say that so it don't make it seem as bad than what the bet actually is. But I lost the bet and I had to wear pink. I had to wear purple fingernail polish and a purple jacket. And my mom forced me to get a
Dang,
Jerry
Chuck was
curl.
on a roll. I see you, Chuck.
Right. You know. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Prince, bad man, the flyest dude ever. I never know a guy that wear
So
buttless chaps and still pull women. That's
yeah, but
ridiculous.
why are you focused on that aspect of Prince?
What do you mean?
I mean, Prince went through a whole revolution, but you focus on the part where he jingle his butt cheeks.
I mean,
So are you saying Prince is the originator
pause.
of twerking? Is Prince the
Pause.
original twerker?
Hey, I was trying to be funny with that comment. That's what
Yeah,
I
you
was
was
going to
funny, all
lead
right.
to.
Funny with a broken wrist.
But nah. Uh, Prince is a legendary icon, bro. Bruh.
Yeah, I
That
mean, Prince
purple.
have so much good music, right?
Oh,
And
you're right.
you just chose to remember him for shaking his butt in some see-through pants.
But no, it's like that's the
You like that little yellow
pause.
tush, huh? Let me find out
Pause.
you like yellow tush.
Pause. Yo, anywho, I can't. Anywho, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. But anywho, yo, I never like. I started listening to Prince lyrics, like, and actually listened to him and sat down. Now I'm an adult, and now I know why my grandparents didn't want me to listen to him. Because now I'm realizing
Yeah, Prince
Little
was
Red
nasty.
Corvette, Strawberry Beret,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dance music, sex, romance, lady
What?
cab driver,
I thought it was
lady
about music. I thought it was
cab
about.
driver. Let me
That's one of
take
my
you
favorite
for a
songs.
ride.
That's one of my favorite songs. Lady Camp Track. That's tough. Anywho.
What about controversy or what's that other one? What's that other song he made that they didn't want to play on the radio? But you too young to remember though. They didn't want to play the song "Soft and Wet."
I mean, I
That
would
was like
understand
banned from the
why.
radio.
I don't understand why. Look at the title, Dex. There's only a couple things. Look at the
And
title,
then
Dex.
so they didn't want to play Soft and Wet on the radio. Then he came back with an album called Controversy, and
Yep.
he went way
Dun,
out on
dun,
that
dun,
album.
dun. Controversy. Yep.
He had a song in there called Head,
What?
Head. Head, do, do, do. Can't get enough head. I'm like, this dude is crazy.
Yo, I mean,
Because
Dex. Dex ain't no way.
they banned his song on the radio, and he came out with another album that was worse than that song. Because Soft and Wet is not bad, but people knew what he was talking about, so they banned that
Right.
song.
I feel
So
like
then he came
little.
out with Controversy.
I feel like Little Red Corvette is just like it's like you can't help but listen to the song and know what he means. Like I remember this one time I was blasting Little Red Corvette in Walmart, and this old woman told me to turn that off. I'm like, what? It's
Yeah, Prince was wild. He
oh
listen, Prince had a red Corvette. He had some dance music, sex romance. He had the 1999, which was crazy in itself. You
Kiss.
know, oh Kiss. What about Erotic City? You remember that song by Prince? Erotic City. He sung that with Sheila
Do
E.
me, baby,
Oh,
like you
you remember that one?
never done before. She goes,
You remember that one, huh? And then he had
cause
a song with Sinead. You know that song by Sinead O'Connor? Um,
uh
I
I
can't
don't
think of the
know,
title,
OG.
but he wrote that song.
Oh, I'm gonna say I don't know, OG. That might be a little bit past my age bracket. I know a little bit of
Yeah,
Prince.
Sinead O'Connor was controversial because she made a comment about the Pope, and I believe she did
Hey,
it.
low key,
Art
Dex,
did it
my era of
also.
music might be better than my era of music might be better than yours.
I don't know because one thing about the era of music that I kind of grew up in, it was mysterious. It had a unique mystique to it, where the
What do you
music
mean?
today. I'm trying to explain myself. Where the music today are just so blunt, straightforward. They don't leave room for mystery. They don't have signs, symbols. They just say straight up, about what they're talking about. Whereas we use certain choice of words, and you had to really dig in to get the meaning of what the song was about,
So are you
and that's what
saying
made
that?
you really listen
Are you
to it.
saying my era is a little bit more ratchet than yours? I mean, that's fine to say that. I
Oh
agree
yeah,
with you.
your era is damn sure ratchet. I mean, they had ratchet music, but those are like underground music. You had the Red Foxes, the
Like,
Millie
like
Jacksons.
I had
You
Kanye.
had the Denise LaSalle. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Right.
them sung some Jay Blackfoot. A lot of them sung some pretty
I had Kanye,
bad lyric songs.
and you
But
talking about from 2000 to 2010, right? I can't
you
go.
had Betty Wright.
Yep. I had Kanye. I had Most Defs. I had the Roots because the Roots were popping. I had Music Soul
You had
Child.
Rudy Ray Moore. You had Blowfly. Who remember Blowfly?
Rudy Ray Moore. Who is
Oh
that? Are
my
you talking about
God.
Dolomite
Dolomite, yes. He had music.
in
Who remember
2000?
Blowfly?
In two,
No, no. I'm talking about. You said music. I'm talking about music back then was kind of raunchy, but
oh yeah,
you had to really find it. You had to know what you was looking for. It wasn't just out there for you to
to
grab like it is
get.
nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You
like
had to really know
one
what you was looking for, or
right,
when you went to the record shop, you had to ask the guy, and he gonna look at you like, "Do you know what you're getting? Yeah, man. Let me get that. I'll pay you an
right,
extra dollar for it." We used to
right.
buy that old raunchy ass music. You know what I'm saying?
I had
and
Music
listen to it
Soul
real low.
Child. I had Akon. I had Ashanti. I had Fat Joe, Big Pun. I had I had a weekend for a little bit. I had Drake. Had Lil Wayne. Man, I
Hmm.
had Beyonce dominate for a while. Justin Timberlake dancing and that.
But do anybody remember Blowfly? Oh my God! Hey, look, and go to YouTube and look up the word and look up the singer Blowfly and listen to Blowfly rap.
I'm kind of mad. I kind of wish that Sade was a part of my era I'm so mad.
Oh, Sade. Oh man, her songs are
Her
beautiful.
songs just they
Sometimes they can make you
transcend
cry.
for
If
real.
you're not careful, Sade will make you cry.
Like Chairs Today, I thought I can get through it, and then I just start crying till the end, like by the end of the song. I was like, Christ, this song ain't that good, man. Nah, but Whitney Houston, I Have Nothing, tearjerker every time. It's not even close,
Yeah,
Dex.
I love Sade music. But that's
For real.
Sade was when I was in high school.
That's what was that what the 90s?
No, Sade came out in the
Nah,
early
it was
80s.
came out in the early 80s.
Yeah.
But remember she was a part of the 80s, but remember she started popping more in the 90s when that movie came out with No Ordinary Love.
Oh yeah, No Ordinary Love. That was a good
Remember
one.
she was
Yeah.
on right. You remember she was on like hiatus for a little while. Then she
Right.
came back
Yeah.
with
Exactly. Then
then
she
she came
came
back in
back. Yep.
2000 again with Lovers
Sure
Rock,
did.
and that was in 2003. So
Yep.
technically, and that was a platinum album. So technically, I'm putting Sade on my era because she did release and she was still on her peak, her
Yeah.
prime. You still had MJ popping. My goodness,
It's a hell of a song on Lovers Rock, man, that I play all the time. Uh,
By Your
I wouldn't
Side.
do that too. Yeah, by your side. There you go, brother. There
Yeah,
you go, young Thundercat. By your
yeah,
side. Oh my God. Boy, I put that in my system and it sounds so wonderful, man. It just
right.
puts you in a whole
It's it back
tranquil.
again. Fire, bro. That's it goes so hard. It
Yeah,
goes so
by your
hard.
side. I
I
would
had
never
ne-
do that to you. Yeah, that's
You
a good
know
one
me
right there.
better than
But
that.
then that,
Fire.
yep,
Come on, man.
heck yeah. That Lovers Rock. Yep, you right about
Fire,
that.
bro. That Lovers Rock hit.
But
Nah,
Sade been making, but you know, Sade is a group. That's not an individual.
it's a group, right? It's named
So a
after
lot
the
of people,
lead singer because her real name is Helen.
uh-huh.
Sade's her
That's what.
middle name. hmm
So yeah, so a lot of people thought that Sade was just a woman, but actually it's the whole
Nah,
group.
right. Like, nah, I'm kind of mad. Like, because out of all the eras I would love to go back to, I ain't gonna lie. Boy George still hit to this day. I don't care what anybody say. That Common
Why do you
Chameleon
always bring up
still
them
hit.
suspects?
That's not my
How
fault,
you know
Dex.
about Boy George?
Same reason how I know
I
about
mean, he
Elton
was an
John. Are you
ultimate
gonna hold on?
cross-dresser.
Hold on. Are you gonna blame me for saying that I listened to one Boy
We
George
already know.
song?
We already know what Elton John is, and we know
Right.
what
Come
Boy
on,
George
Freddie
is.
Mercury. Come
Next,
on, man.
oh
Come
Freddie
on,
Mercury. Oh,
man.
you know all these people, man, that are on the other side of the aisle.
That
Next, you're
doesn't
gonna
mean
give
I'm
me
on the.
George
You
Michael,
see,
right?
listen. That doesn't mean I'm on the other side.
Are you
Does
gonna
that
give me
mean I'm
George
on the other
Michael?
side? Does that mean I'm on the other side of the
Are
aisle?
you gonna give me George Michael next?
I am gonna give you George Michael.
Careless whispers.
Wake me up before you go.
Go
Yeah, that's
go.
right.
Well, that's
That's right.
Wham. That's Wham. That's Wham.
It's
That was
still
a
George
good one.
Michael.
Yeah.
It's still George Michael.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
Boys
no
George is
doubt.
still Culture Club.
Yep.
Don't ask me.
But
Don't
boy,
don't,
yeah.
don't ask me how I know that. Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know that.
Come a
Don't ask me.
chameleon. You
First
come and
time
go.
I'll tumble for the first time I heard the song "I Tumble for You" was Adam Sandler's "Billy Madison," and I thought that song went so hard.
Oh, okay. See, I remember these songs when I was in school.
You have to
That
understand
you
when
know what the genre of that music is called? It's called new wave.
right. And I was like, "Come on, man! I didn't hear Under Pressure until freaking
You talking about David Bowie and Freddie Mercury.
yes,
But actually, it was David Bowie and Queens.
right." But which is Freddie, Roger, Brian,
I don't even know all Queens. I just know their
and
song.
John.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey. Doom,
Bruh,
boom,
Radio
doom,
Gaga.
doom, 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 doom.
I'm the great pretender.
Another one
Fire.
gone, and another one gone. Another
Another
one
one
bites the
bites the
dust.
dust. Hey, damn.
We are the champions, my friend.
Love of my
We
life,
are the
and now
champions
you
to the
leave me.
end.
Love of my life, can't you see? Fire, man. Fire, man.
Queen, what about Bohemian Rhapsody?
Greatest rock song ever made.
You think so?
Greatest rock song ever made.
Mama,
Hold on, Dex.
I
Copyright.
a man,
Hey, hold on, Dex. I don't know. We don't want
I'm
us to
in his
copyright
eyes.
us. We don't want us to copyright us. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Mama, ooh.
Bruh. I'm talking about Clean got so many legends.
Hey,
Fat
that
bottom
song is
girls,
crazy,
you
right?
make the rockin' world go round. Bro, fat bottom girls? Come on,
Yeah.
man.
I mean,
Wait.
I see that.
Oh,
Queens
wait,
was pretty good
wait.
though.
Oh, no, that didn't sound right. That didn't sound right. Some of the songs, we can't name all of their songs. Because some of
ELO.
them,
Are you familiar with ELO? Electric Light Orchestra.
nah, that's a little bit before
Are you
my
familiar with
time.
Chicago? But these are in the Queens era. Chicago,
Led Zeppelin,
Steve
yeah.
Miller Band.
Led
Yeah,
Zeppelin,
Led Zeppelin.
Aerosmith,
Yeah, Robert Plant. Yeah,
yeah.
Aerosmith. Yep.
hmm
Black
Kiss,
Sabbath,
Black
Kiss,
Sabbath,
Iron Maiden,
ACDC,
ACDC,
yep.
ACDC.
Aerosmith.
Back in black. I'm back in black.
Oh
Don't,
Lord, my
don't,
ears.
don't, don't,
Nah,
don't. Yeah, that Black in Black was crazy. That Black in
for
Black was
real.
crazy. I ain't gonna lie. ACDC,
Like
yeah.
my mom just like
Meatloaf.
my mom just opened me up to all type of things music. I went from my grandma waking up playing Smokey Robinson in the middle of the morning to my uncles playing the Isley Brothers.
But Smokey got like three different careers. You got the Miracles, Smokey and the Miracles, and then Smokey Robinson. So
I don't.
what song? Name what song I can tell you what career Smokey was in
I think it was Smokey. It was just Smokey Robinson by itself.
by itself.
By
So
itself.
was it Cruising?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
That's
know.
Smokey by himself.
Yeah.
Cruising,
Marvin
Agony
Gaye.
of the Ecstasy,
Right.
Baby Come Close.
Right. Marvin
Oh, Marvin
Gaye.
Gaye was a beast.
Right.
He was
Still,
a beast.
when I get that feeling, I won't. Mm, 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 mm.
Right. But
Dun,
he
dun,
have a
dun,
song called
dun.
Hear My Dear, right? It's an
Yeah.
underrated song. And man, that's a beautiful song.
Nah, you know what? No, you know what song do hit no matter what generation you in. Just my imagination once
That's the
again.
Temptations.
That's right, but that still hits.
Yeah. That's
Most of these
Temptations
love,
right
see,
there.
y'all got better music. And it's because your guys' music that I have mine, because we sample a lot of it. Like Common Delight, the common song Delight, it comes from Bobby Caldwell.
Who?
Bobby
Comment song.
Caldwell, the,
I know
the
Bobby Caldwell.
the light.
What you do for love. I tried everything, but I won't give
Hey,
up.
listen, there's a song right by Bobby
In my
Caldwell.
world, it's only you.
There's a song right of Bobby Caldwell's
You
right.
do for love.
Common has a song
What
called "The
will
Light,"
I
right?
do?
And the chorus for the song of Light calls, "There is a light that shines special
Yeah,
for you
yeah,
and me." It
yeah,
comes from "Open
yep,
Your Eyes." It's the beginning,
yep. That's Bobby Caldwell, yeah.
right? And I'm
But you
like,
know who
yo,
sampled that, right?
uh,
Common, Common,
yeah,
Common out of Chicago. He sampled that, and
yeah,
they did a real good job on that one.
right.
Yeah, Bobby Caldwell, the light.
Then so fresh and so clean. Outcast still. Outcast still popping with the hey that came out in
Now you know what?
2000.
That was
Give
a
me that.
crazy record right there
Mhm.
because Outkast was, they was more on like
Bars.
some
Yeah.
pimpish type stuff, right?
It was
And
it
then
was
to come out with that, to flip that, first they
and
came out
remember
with AT
um
Aliens, right? AT Aliens.
well AT Aliens is one of their big ones when it was just about, but remember the one that is the one of them
That's
Southern
me and you, your
Caller
mama
Fraction
too.
Abolitious.
Yeah, that's the first album.
Yeah, I don't
Southern
you know what we're trying to say.
Calabocious. Yeah,
I don't know. But AT
right.
Aliens, Aquame, that's when they was like they're on their pimp stuff. When Hey Ya dropped, Hey Ya was pre
That
Stanktonia.
was Stanktonia. Yeah, Stanktonia. That,
Stanktonia came out in 2001.
and they had that, but before that they had bombs on over Baghdad, right?
Yeah.
Bombs over Baghdad.
Then you
That
had the
song used to
good
go off too,
right.
though.
You need to get up, get out, and get something.
Get
The
something.
good,
Oh, I used to
right?
play that a lot.
Goody
Matter of
Mob,
fact, I
right?
played that. I played that for my nephew. Yeah,
Right.
with Goody Mob, because my nephew was just lingering around, and one day I put him in my car and I played that song. You got to get up, get out, and get something. You can't spend all your day getting high. That's something, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all he was doing. And
Right.
that song kind of motivated him. He was like, "Who sing that?" I'm
Right.
like,
Cause
"Shit,
you
it's
know us,
Outkast.
we young and
You
stuff. We
got to
don't
get
really
up, get out, and get something."
right. You know, you got of
Yeah,
course you got the Wu-Tang Clan. The RZA was still popping out that time, you know, with
yeah. That
the man
Cream,
with
that's
the
still one of my anthems.
I don't know. That's not my favorite
Cash
Wu-Tang
rules
Clan song.
everything around me.
That's you see, my favorite Wu-Tang song
That is Wu Tang.
is right, but my favorite Wu-Tang song is not one of the classics. Like
Oh, okay.
it's like uh you know, but my
I
favorite
like that.
album
What was
only
that other
built
Wu Tang song where they was like they was singing fast and it was like bag
Frenchman Frenchman
bag. Oh, what was the name of that song? I can't think of it. But I used to be jamming that
MATHOD
song.
man.
No, that Method Man. But it's a song they made, right? It was kind of a fast beat, but it was like a party song though.
Protect your neck.
No, hell no, that's not no party song. That's gutter.
Oh yeah, it's got the
It was
uh
not 36 Chambers.
give me the album. You gotta give me the
Damn, I don't
album.
even know the album. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Triumph?
Triumph. No, not Triumph. Not Triumph. Not Triumph. That's a good
Oh,
one too, though. But it's
yeah.
on. I think it's on that same album though. It's on the same
Oh,
album
it's
of
on the
Triumph.
Wu Tang Forever album. Cause that's where Triumph is
Yeah,
from.
yeah. That's the same album. They had another song that was more like a club music we
I
used to
had
dance
Red
to.
Man and Method Man in the early 2000s too though. That combination was crazy. I had it for a very long time. Most Def,
Up to the sky.
right? Most Def was fire. He goes by Yasin
Yep.
Bey now, but that's a
Yeah.
household name. He's
Yeah. Most Def. The only really song I like for Most Def is
Mathematics.
no, not Mathematics.
Be
Like
careful.
no, it's like a booty song.
Right. That's what I
He's
said.
talking
Be
about this.
careful. Be
What's her name?
careful.
Juicy Booty. What's it called? Juicy Booty or something like that.
No, be careful.
What's the name of that song?
It's Miss Fat Booty, man.
Yeah, Miss Fat Booty. That's it. Miss Fat Booty. Yeah. Boy,
Oh man.
I used to bang that, right? I used to have a Wagoneer
Bruh.
and
Not Dex.
with the humps in it, and man, I used to be banging that right there, that song.
No cap though.
So
Like,
fat you could see it from the front.
bruh, like you know, like I didn't see like your Most Def until 2004, 2005. And that was when he was with Jack Black in the movie Rewind.
Oh, okay.
You remember when Jack Black got magnetized and all the DVDs got replaced and they had to do all the scenes of the movies all over again? I'm showing my age, but I don't care,
Yeah, I
Dex.
seen Baby in a couple of he been in a couple of movies.
All right. I grew up in an era where we had a Honeymooners reboot.
Did you ever like Kanye West music?
Yeah.
Like Overnight Celebrity and
Well, see, I'm gonna let you know when I stopped liking Kanye. I was liking Kanye during the time of the graduation era
okay, that's Overnight
and the
Celebrities on
gold
that album,
digger,
right?
right? And the gold digger ever. I stopped
What about Lights?
listening
Did you
lights.
like Lights and
That's on my dark twisted fantasy. It's the last album I heard until Donda came back out, of course, and it kind of brought me back.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's one of my
I ain't
favorite
saying
songs with
she a
Kanye.
gold
Lights.
digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
Yeah,
Get
that's a
down,
good one
girl.
though.
Go ahead, get down. It's kind of ironic when you look at it
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's kind of ironic.
When he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl.
Yeah.
Even
He
the
said
video
that.
was good.
It's kind of ironic because he said, and then the person in the video, ironically enough, looked like Kim. So it was
Yeah,
like they probably were dating at that time already. We ain't never knew.
right.
Had to
Probably
be.
so.
Because I'm like, ain't no way. Wait a minute. You know,
I
Kanye
don't
was
know. I think Kim
nice.
was married then, right? I think she
No,
was
she wasn't
married with
married.
Chris Humphries. She
No, she
wasn't married
wasn't
with Chris
married.
Humphries.
No, she was engaged. She never got married to Chris. She was
She did?
engaged.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She's never married to Chris.
But what was
Ray
that?
J. Ray J. I had Ray J too.
One Wish. Ray J had one good song. One Wish. That's it.
Mario.
Mario had a couple of good songs.
All right, Mario. Lloyd for a while.
Lloyd had a couple of good songs. Yeah. Him and Lil Wayne.
Bedrocks
Him and Lil Wayne had a nice little
group.
chemistry going.
Mm-hmm. What is let me see. I got so many. God, like this is ridiculous. I grew up in such a good era. Now, back then,
What about Ghetto Mafia? You remember them?
a little bit past my. I've listened to 3 6 Mafia and the
Well,
Locks.
you said Lloyd. I think Lloyd and Ghetto Mafia they around the same time.
Yeah, they are. But
Yep, they from Decatur. Both of them from
yeah,
Decatur.
3 6
Dead.
Mafia. Joe Button, pump it up. I'm sorry,
Yeah, he's
that's
a one hit wonder.
hey, but
Well,
hey,
no, I take that back.
you nah,
He
but
did
you
make some
got
songs
served.
after Slaughterhouse. I
Right, but
think he
you
had a
got
couple of hits after
served. Joe
Slaughterhouse.
Button is known for the You Got Served soundtrack and nothing else. Respectfully, that's him at his peak.
Right.
Pump it up. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That movie still go hard to this day, Dex. To this
You
day.
got served. That's Omarion,
Baggy
right?
clothes and yep.
You know, I know his sister. I know Omarion's sister.
Yep. Omarion, Marcus Houston. Oh yeah, B2K. B2K.
I wasn't really a B2K fan, but I was a
Well,
Omarion fan.
well, Dex, I wouldn't expect you to, Dex. B2, you were. I don't want to go into your age, but I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure you were
exactly.
past
But
it.
what was that song they had called B2K? What was that song?
I don't think he won it.
They had a song with
Mm.
Puffy, right?
No, that's a different person. That's Destiny's Child.
No, no, that's B2K. No, Destiny
Is
Child had
it?
a song with Wyclef.
Yep, there. Yep, you're
B2K had
right.
a song with Puffy. Because
I
I
don't
was like,
know.
what the hell Puffy doing with them kids? We want to
Hell,
be an oversized Jermaine Dupri?
even Nick Cannon was dropping music.
Yep.
He dropped one song with R. Kelly, and that was it.
Yeah, but I never was into Nick Cannon music.
He's an actor. Like he's
I
an
never
actor.
really got into his music.
But
But Omarion made good music though. I got into Omarion music. Matter of fact,
yeah.
I still have some of his music on my USB.
Let
Like
me hold you, Bow Wow.
Ice,
Let me hold you. Let me hold you.
Bow Wow,
Yeah.
Bow Wow, Soldier Boy, Kiss It Through the Phone, or something like that shit, man.
Oh Lord. I forgot I had that. Kiss me through the
Kiss You Through the
phone.
Phone, yeah.
See you later on. Kiss me through the. Hey,
Yeah,
but Sam used to kill it though. Kiss me through the phone. Oh, kiss me through the phone. See you when I get home.
yeah, that was crazy.
That used to go hard. T-Pain.
What happened to Bad Behavior or something like that, right?
Who?
My girls used to do PR for that group, Bad Behavior.
Bad behavior.
Was it Bad Behavior? It was some group Puffy had. Or was it Puffy?
I don't know. Flow
Some
Rider.
behavior. No, some behavior.
Then we
What it
had
called?
Flow
Bad
Rider.
Behavior?
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
Flow Rider.
Flow
He had
Rider.
that from the with the boots, with the fur boots, with the fur.
He also had that
Mindless
step
behavior.
up.
That's what it is. Mindless behavior.
Oh yeah. And my girl, she loves me. What?
Yeah,
That's
she used to do that to
Modern. Oh yeah.
that little ass group. I
All
remember that
right.
shit.
But hey,
I'm
the
like, them little
songs were
niggas ain't
fire
going
though.
nowhere.
Songs were fire though.
Ain't going nowhere but to the pen.
Ironically enough, the only person that you can remember is Jacob Lattimore.
Jacob Lattimore.
You don't remember? Prodigy left the group and Jacob Lattimore took over.
Who is
And then
Jacob Lattimore?
the dude, all right, you ever seen The Shy, Emmett?
Uh-uh.
You know who Jacob
What group are
Lattimore
you talking
is.
about?
Mindless
What?
Behavior.
Oh, well, I didn't do nothing with that group. I said my girl used to fuck with that group.
I'm gonna say, but
I didn't
Jacob
ever.
Lattimore. You don't know who Jacob Lattimore is? Come on, OG.
Nope.
I like
I
them
don't.
all. Yeah.
Nope.
Come
I
on,
don't know
man.
who the hell that is.
Wow. I would expect you to. I got so many. Nah, but big pun. I don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a
Yeah,
player.
Big
I just
Pun and
cuss a
Joe
lot.
and Joe.
They carried the first 10 years. What's love got to do? Got to do with it. With it. Come on, Dex.
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule, Ashanti, and Fat Joe. They carried the pop scene
Hey,
for a
Jessica,
very.
come up here and tell us some of the music you like.
Hey, is she here?
Yeah, she just popped up.
Hey, Jessica Sade is cool. Ashanti. See, my
Yeah,
dad can
Shanti.
do no
Yes,
foolish fire.
yeah, that was a good song. Yeah,
Body on me
Ashanti made
fire.
a couple of good songs. She used that Scarface track too.
Right. Ain't
Mary
it
Mary.
funny? Ain't it funny? Always on time.
No, that's Ja Rule.
No, that's Ashanti.
No, that's Ja Rule. Always on time.
It had Ashanti in it.
I know, but she was just singing, doing the hook. But that's Ja Rule song.
Hey, Ashanti and Ja Rule, like I said, to prove my point. Always on time.
What
They
about
get
Lil Mo?
credit.
You remember Lil Mo?
Lil Mo's a little bit before my time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Lil Mo is probably when my brothers and sisters was in high school. Because my brother is almost finna be 30.
Oh, okay.
So my brother was in college around 2009, 2000, graduated
What about Roscoe
2014.
Dash? You remember Roscoe Dash? Whatever happened to that guy? I think he's out
He
of
was a one hit
Georgia, right?
wonder. One hit
He's
wonder.
out of Georgia, right?
Yeah. He out of
Roscoe
Georgia.
Dash, Walker
Um,
Flocka. Those
Walker.
was part.
Flocka.
Yeah, that was part of the early Georgia movement when Atlanta started really taking over the rap game.
Again.
You had
Then you had the
Gucci
uh
Mane. You
Gucci
had
Mane.
Young
I wanna
Jock.
rock with you, baby. All night. No, that's not my era. That's still a good song though. I'm sorry. It's still a good song.
No, that's Bobby Brown.
Hey, that's a song that just hits.
Yeah, that's Bobby
Rockin',
Brown.
rockin', rockin', stop, make it sweet. Fire,
That's Bobby
bro.
Brown. He had his that was his second s- solo album.
Album without new
Yeah,
edition.
without New
I
Edition.
need a
And
girlfriend and I need
oh,
her
you
right
no, that was the first one.
now.
That was the first one. That was the first solo album. And actually, that was the first song of Bobby Brown's first solo album. And that
Yeah.
song didn't do that well. It didn't do that well.
Until later
And
on.
so it's right until later on because once he start making slow songs, and then people remember that I need a girlfriend song, right?
And they realized
And
it worked.
Bobby Brown, they a lot of people thought Bobby Brown's first single was
My prerogative.
no, not My Prerogative. It was one before that one.
Every
What's the
little
name of that
step.
song? No, no, that's later. It's on the same album though. On the same album. The first, remember the first song, man, not My Prerogative. My Prerogative was like the second one. That was the biggest one. But he had one. Oh my God, it's just on the tip of my tongue. I can hear the melody. What was that
Bend
song
it
that people?
back, backside.
Huh? Was it? Go ahead, say it.
I don't know. That's still the
Oh,
same
you thinking
song.
of? Yeah, you thinking of what's your name? Every little step. What was that? Oh, Don't Be Cruel. Don't Be Cruel. There you
Yeah.
go. See, they thought that was his
I
first
had
single.
I had Tyrese, Genuine, Tank. Tyrese can sing, bro.
Yeah,
You
remember how
remember?
you got started on that commercial? That Coca-Cola commercial
Do
when he was
do
on that
do
bus?
do 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 Coca Cola, yeah.
Yeah, that's what got him his start. He was like doing little commercials.
Yo,
Then
that
Tyrese
that
just blew
that
up.
has become a meme. That's a meme now. You know that, right? That's a meme,
Yep.
bruh. Sweet lady,
Now that was a hell of a song, Sweet Lady.
why you gotta act like
Yeah.
that? That's go hard too.
That was all on the same album. That was on the same album. And then what
What?
about that? What about that one album he made? One of his last albums, I think, was called something Black Tie Black or something like that.
Yeah. Then Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese became a group TTG.
Yeah, but they were
That did
copied after Keith Sweat, Gerald Levert, and who was that other guy with them? Keith Sweat, Gerald Levert, and it was another singer. And that's what Genuine them. They copied off of that group, SLG or something like that.
right. I wish I had SW. I wish I had Week in My Generation, but that didn't work out. On my mind, we go
Yeah,
hard.
SWV, that was cool. I think they had where at Washington D.C. or Baltimore somewhere.
You ever heard of 702?
Oh yeah, 702. That was jamming.
I
Them
don't
little girls
really
was
want to
jamming.
go. I don't really
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
stay.
that's a good song
That go
right there.
hard. That go hard. I'm
But they
not sure
made
what
a
era that
hold
is
on.
though.
They made a song with Subway. You remember that song with Subway? 702 and Subway? They were both kids, right? 702 is from Chicago.
Yeah,
I mean, a Subway from Chicago. I don't know where 702 is from. Where's that from? 702. Is that Vegas?
I don't
That's
know. It
Las
might be
Vegas.
Vegas. It had
That's
to be
Las Vegas
Vegas.
area
Yeah,
code.
that's
Yeah.
Vegas. That's Vegas. I do. I did remember the commercial though, because they was trying to like. It was like one of like the biggest big commercial for Subway at the time. They was trying to like. It was before the whole $5 foot long jingle and stuff. I remember
I
that.
just
Yeah,
remember,
for a
I
very
just
long
remember the group.
time.
I remember Subway featuring 702, and both of them was like around the same age, but one was an all boy group, and then 702 is an all girl group. And then they kicked that one girl out and replaced her. Huh?
Yeah. No, well, she got pregnant and stuff. So.
Oh, that's what happened.
hmm No, I forgot. I can't forget about Neo. All because come on, Dex. Neo hit my generation. I know you got some
Yeah,
Neo songs on your
Jessica
on
said,
your
"Keep it
phone.
going, Marquez."
I know you got some songs. I know you got some songs on your playlist. OG Neo hit.
Oh, Neo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all because of you, sexy love.
No, look, the one Neo song that I like the most is Champagne Life.
Oh, that's the one that everybody hates.
You got to be kidding me.
That's the one that everybody
Man, I
says the
play that
flop.
song, man. When I go to nice dinners, I play that song to live the champagne life. Oh my
TLC
God, the lyrics.
TLC was still popping in 2000. Aaliyah, rock the boat. Come on, man. Rock the boat is still
Oh, who sing One Call Away? Who sing that one? Marquez. Marquez
one
might know that one.
one
One
call
Call
away.
Away. Wait a minute, is that an old song? Heaven is
No,
One Call Away by the
one
Controllers.
one. Hold on, one call away. I know that song, but I don't know what
The only song I can think of this like One Call Away is the Controllers. Heaven is
it.
One Call Away.
No, I know one call away by Charlie Puth, but that's like past that. That's like 2016.
I think she's talking about an oldie. She asking me, so that must be an oldie.
Right, gotta be. I think that's more your generation, partner.
I think that's what Jessica's talking about. She said a one hit wonder, one call away.
What's that one song? I like
Oh, you
the
talking about
way you call
Subway?
me. I'm
Who you
not
talking
sure.
about, Jessica? I'm confused.
Right. What about this
But
song though? I don't know what this
I
song is.
like the way you play the kissing game. That's the song you talking about?
No. I like the way you comb your hair. I like the
Oh, that's the
styles you done, you
bars. That's the
man.
bars.
You look too good, the things you do. Just show
That was
how
a
much
family
you
group.
really care.
I
What's that
like it.
song
Oh,
though?
Chingy, one call away. No, man, if you're gonna say Chingy, Jessica, you gotta say the real song.
Right.
Everybody on
Chingy.
the floor get. You remember that
Ah,
song?
right. Come on, Jack. Come on,
Not one
Jessica.
call away. That
Right.
was a Chingy song that I'm quite sure he wish he would have never made.
Right. Chingy was like Chingy just hoping for something.
Everybody on the floor and get. You remember that song by Chingy, right?
Yeah, I had the Yin Yang twins.
Oh, with the whisper song. David Banner,
Yeah,
Lil Flip.
yeah. Who's that one? Who's that one rapper though? DMX with the Rough Riders anthem.
Yeah, that one call away. That was kind of soft. That was a soft
Dex
Chingy.
DMX,
Jim X got a whole lot of songs though.
but no, but DMX no, the Rough Riders
He was the
anthem.
only rapper in history that debuted his first two albums at number one, damn near at the same time, back to
I'm
back.
trying to figure out when was the Rough Riders song though. I think that was 2000 and
I don't know Pink Panther. I don't know
oh
that song.
DMX the Rough Riders that came out in 2009. Yes sir.
Talking about Rough Rider. What you mean, Rough Rider Anthem?
Yeah.
That was no
Whoa.
2009. That wasn't no
Well, it was
2009. I was like early 2000s.
well fine. It was
Okay.
early right. It's still early 2000. It's number 79 on VH1's greatest song. Andre 3000. I don't know what else to be said. the greatest the
Yeah,
greatest
I like the
rapper.
Chinggis on Tipsy. That's one I like. And then I like
Pretty
the
Ricky.
uncut version even better.
Pretty
The
Ricky.
uncut video.
That was a good. That was a group for a while. Pretty
Who used to
Ricky.
stay up all night and watch BET uncut?
Nigga, you know, hey, you gonna hate me for this, Dex. I grew up watching, trying to go to that BET like spring break stuff. I thought I could get to
Oh,
it. They canceled it as soon as I got like into like a year before I got into freaking middle school. I said, ain't
MTV
no
had
way.
one, and I think yeah, BET had one,
BET
right?
had one for a hot minute. It was like 2004 when Rick Ross didn't lose the weight. When he was still all more being what he is. Rick Ross, T Pain, Plies, Trick Daddy.
So all the Florida boys.
Don't do this to me. Hey, stop it. I can't help who was popping at the time. Pretty Ricky.
Oh, Pretty Ricky, man, that song 5 in the morning. Five
Mm-hmm.
in the morning.
The the
I
the
still play that
uh
song right now. Get
the
up with
dream.
you.
The dream.
The Dream not from Florida, is he? Is he from Georgia?
No,
I think
but the
Dream from
song
Atlanta. Oh,
Rocking That
10.
Thing.
No, no,
It
before that, Shorty's a 10.
yeah, but you know what I'm
10
talking
rocking that
about.
thing.
Yeah, but Rocking That Thing was like rocking that thing was like more worldwide because even people from Florida was listening to it, and he's not from Florida.
Yeah, he's from Georgia, yeah. So
Yeah,
y'all wouldn't listen to Shorty's a 10?
we didn't listen to Shorty's a 10 until Rocking That Thing came out. You got to understand,
Oh,
Florida at that time was still listening to Pretty Ricky and B2K.
okay.
At least
But
the kids.
Pretty Ricky, I didn't like the first one, Grind on Me. I didn't really like that one that much. But
Yeah,
that
that's
5 in the
overplayed.
morning, oh my God. When that song came out, it blew my roof, man.
Marcus Houston
Five
had
in the
some.
morning.
Marcus Houston had some hits for a couple while for a little
Yeah,
bit.
he had that song Naked.
Yep. Uh,
That's a good song, Naked.
Michael
That's
Jackson again with
oh, you reading off something. I was like, how the hell he's knowing all these songs?
I'm not
I'm
reading
sitting up
off.
here
This is off
trying to
my
keep
no.
up
This
with
is
you.
off my memory.
You're my
Majority
little secret.
no. Majority of these things, Dex, I remember off the top of my head.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going off the top of my head, and
Me
you over
too.
here reading a list.
I'm not reading a list. There's no list I have up.
You just said VH1.
Yeah, because I looked up the Rough Riders one because I wasn't sure what year that came out.
Oh,
Yeah, but Miss Aaliyah, age ain't nothing but a number. That's bad. Uh, Ignition by R. Kelly. That's tough. I'm sorry. I don't want to mention his name, Dex.
I wasn't really into R. Kelly music when he went solo.
I
But
believe I
but
can
I was
touch the sky. Come on,
but
Dex.
but I was but yeah, but I was into R. Kelly music when he was with what's that group? Public Announcement.
He was in
I
a
was I
group.
was re- yeah. Oh, you didn't know?
No.
R. Kelly started from a group. And hold on.
What?
Let me give you a fun fact. R. Kelly started from a group, first of all. But do you know how he actually got started? He actually got started by being in a talent show, which was called it was a Natalie Cole show, and she used to have like
Bruh.
a little talent show every night. And if you win, you keep going. If you lose, you off. And Public Announcement kept winning, and that's how they secured a record deal.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I thought he
Yes,
just came out
the
the
Natalie the
gates a
Nat
solo
the
artist.
Natalie Cole show, the daughter of Nat Cole.
Oh, 3LW.
We already did that. 3LW. Shit. Oh no,
Hey,
we
don't
did not.
no,
We
we
didn't do
didn't bring it.
3LW.
No,
No,
3LW.
we did 702.
Right. 3LW. That was part of my generation. Little
Yeah, I
Miss
remember
Cheetah.
3LW.
You know, my first ever crush, Little Miss Cheetah Girl. I didn't know at the time that she popped up on my screen 2 years later with
Is that
Raven
right?
part of the Cheetah Girls, you know what I'm saying? 4 girls on screen, man, being a young man. That's a hard thing to pass up.
What was the
Anyway,
song 3LW made?
that's a group. It had
I
Natari,
know.
had Keely, and it had Adrian. They came out in like
That's the
2003, 2004.
that's the one that got kicked out the group, Natari, right? She got kicked out of 3LW.
Well, no, they broke up before that. It wasn't really a kick out. They just like broke up. They broke the group together.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly, they said she was pregnant, but by then,
I thought you said that was 702.
a lot of these groups
Oh,
rumors, rumors. Because I can't confirm nor deny it. So rumor. You know,
yeah.
Dex.
I remember 3LW.
Yeah,
Three little ladies, right? That's what it was. That's what the 3LW mean. Three
right,
little women or something.
right. 3LW. Yo, Destiny's Child, bro.
Yep. Escape.
Escape, right. Beyonce just dominated the early 2000s. I can't think of a song that was playing on the radio without having Beyonce in it.
You
I
remember
can't.
Escape? Toxic. You remember that group
Escape.
Escape? Ti wife was a part of that group.
I'm trying to figure out the
That's
name.
the
There's
group
a
Tiny
song.
was in.
Right, but I'm trying to figure out what's the song that they're known for.
Just kicking it. Um,
No.
and then they made a remake of an old song called "Who Can I Run To."
There we go. That's the one. There you go. Thank you, Dex. That's how I know him. I don't know him from no other
Yeah, that was a
song.
remake. That was a remake, I think, by the Jones Girls. Who can I run to when
Mm-mm.
I need love?
Oh Jesus!
Self
Don't stop!
determination,
Stop!
and
Stop!
I'm not afraid of
Stop!
change.
Stop! 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 I'll go non-episode free on Flight Sport TV for 4
Without cussing.
episodes,
Without
please,
cussing.
without cussing, please, please. Don't do that to my ears again, please. Keep
Yeah, I
it to the
damn near did that to my
professional.
own ears. I checked my ears for blood. Shit. Oh
But
man.
nah, uh, what's that group?
Yep, you're my
Uh,
little secret. You my little secret.
there was this no, but there was this one person that was dominating. I don't know why, but this Master P and Lil Romeo dominated for like the first half of my lifetime.
Is that right? Well, I was
Yes.
never into Lil Romeo, so I wouldn't know. I don't know none of his music. I mean, Silk the Shocker was cutting it close, but Romeo, no. Oh no, I wasn't
Nah.
listening.
Romeo man. Romeo Master.
Swing my way.
Uh
Yeah, Shorty Swing My Way. That's the
nah.
with the quad DJs, right? Is that the quad DJs?
I think so.
Shorty Swing My Way.
I think so. But nah, like I got so many great hits, man. Like I thought that, I'm thinking that 2000 never had no hits. That's not true. It's just
How can
Dilemma.
every decade have hits? Come on, bro.
But I don't know. There's no hits now. They're
They got
hits,
hits
Dex.
now, but we just don't listen to them. They on the
But hey,
billboard.
look, they stay here the Ninja Makers. I still have that run tomorrow. The Miseducation of Lauren Hill.
Oh man, that's classic
That
material.
was that was in 2000s. A lot of people forget about that.
Yeah, X Factor. That
X
X Factor
Factor.
song.
Do Wop That Thing.
That's one of the best. That's one of the best songs ever written.
Nah, I don't
X
know.
Factor.
I think Do Wop That Thing is up there for me.
What's that? What's the name of that song? Come Again. What was the name of that one? When she say Come Again?
I don't know.
Girl, you better watch out.
I said
That thing, that
Do Wop
thing.
That Thing.
Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a hell of a song too. Yeah,
Then you
that's a
had Missy.
cold.
Then you had my girl
Yeah,
Missy. Hey, Missy Elliott.
yeah.
Missy,
Missy
Missy,
Elliott,
Missy kind of slid into. She was just
Superfly,
like
Super Duper Fly.
Superfly, Busta Rhymes, Pastor Cavassier.
No, Busta Rhymes got a whole lot of good hits though.
No, but like in the 2000s, at that time, at that point, Pastor Cavassier
Wait
was
a
one of
minute.
his
What you
big
know
ones.
about Art of Noise, Jessica? You need to stop.
Nah, Art of
Jessica,
Noise is
stop it.
crazy,
How do you know about Art of Noise? And you only 30.
right? I think Art of Noise is your generation.
Now, what Art of Noise song are you talking about? Beatbox or
And they didn't mean. I don't make that. Come on.
love, that love song? Moments in Love. Moments
Hey,
in Love.
so crazy. Then you had Britney Spears. You had Christina Aguilera. That was doing a thing for a hot minute. The Spice Girls.
That's
Spice
Isley, right?
Girls. Right.
That
The
Ron
Spice.
Isley, Contagious.
Yeah, it has to be. But
Yeah, that's Ronald Isley, Contagious,
hmm you
featuring
had
R.
this
Kelly.
the spicy the Spice Girls. Yes, I grew up in the Spice Girls generation and NSYNC. Backstreet Boys
Really,
hit.
really want, really, really, really want, really, really want the Spice Girls. What the hell was they singing? But they was kind of sexy though,
I wanna.
especially
Scary
what's the
Spice.
no, not
Mm.
Scary Spice. Wait, is
Oh,
that Scary Spice?
that's Scary Spice.
The black chick?
Yes, Scary
Yeah,
Spice.
Scary Spice. Yeah,
That's a whole.
she
We gonna leave it.
she was
Leave it alone.
dating. She was dating
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Yep.
Scary
Yeah, how
Spice.
you know all this gossip?
Scary Spice. Yeah, it broke my heart when I discovered that. She dating Donkey from Shrek. That shit broke my heart, Dex. It broke my heart, bro.
Yeah, really, really want, Rich, really, really want. But what was
Bro,
her name though? What was her name? It's called a Scary Spice, but they gave her another name though.
I'm not sure. She had so
Something
many
B.
stages.
Some B.
Mel B. Mel B.
Mel B. Mel B.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I
Don't
think they
ask
changed
me.
it from Scary Spice to Mel B.
Don't ask me how I know that. I'm not a spice. Hey, Marco Toxic T is not a Spice Girl fan. That's just
Toxic, you listen, you got a lot of suspect music, but it's okay
what
though.
do you mean? It's not suspect music. Backstreet Boys.
I remember the Backstreet Boys, but I can't remember the one song. But I remember
I want it that
yeah, that
way.
way, yeah, yeah,
Tell me
that
why
now.
he ain't. Come on,
Now,
man.
yeah, that. But what
NSYNC.
I like that what's instinct, yeah, that's why I like instinct.
Bye
Especially
bye
once they
bye
hooked up with
bye
the
bye
Neptunes.
bye
When they
bye
hooked up with
bye
the
bye bye.
Neptunes, they put the Backstreet Boys out of business.
Then you cannot forget
Girlfriend, remember that girlfriend from the instinct girl, my
yeah,
girlfriend? That's a
Maroon 5,
yeah, Maroon 5, yep. Maroon 5,
Sunday morning,
Matchbox,
Sunday
Matchbox,
morning,
Matchbox 30.
right? Maroon 5. There's this you ever that song Everybody Talks. That's a good song. That was kind
Everybody
of a
talks.
Everybody Talks. That's probably a little bit past you. I think that's when you probably stopped listening to music. Then OG. I don't think that's your
I ain't never stopped listening to music, to be honest with
Owl Cities, Fireflies.
you. What about let me see, let's go back into the Matchbox 20. What was that other group? Spring Garden. What about Spring Garden?
I heard they did
What
pop,
about the
but
song?
I've
It's
never.
closing time.
That's Spring Garden.
hmm
That's Spring
And
Garden.
what about what's the name of that group?
Hold on,
Pumpkinheads. Pumpkinheads.
Dex. Not all my music is such. Wait.
What about
Beyonce,
Pumpkinheads? I'm trying to get you to some good male music.
male music. I'm giving you male music. Shit, I'm giving you male music this entire hour. Don't do that to me. I'm giving you male music. Trying to throw shade.
Hey, but you don't know about the Pumpkinheads 1979? And they had another one called something Symphony.
I know Shaggy, Drew Hill, Cisco. That
Listen,
dog,
go
dog,
ahead and
dog,
admit
dog.
that you like
That dog, 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 dog.
oh yeah, that was a good song. Dawn was a good song though. A lot
The
of people said it
thong
was
song.
corny, but that video was crazy when it came out.
Right.
Yeah,
But no,
Shy. If I ever fall in love, yeah, Shy.
right. That was good. Yeah, yep, that was good. That's a classic. But nah,
But
I don't have
listen,
no sus music on my.
Marquez is trying to skip over who he really want to talk about because I'm discouraging him.
Who? Who is it?
I ain't finna say it just yet. But I know you like Jewel. I know you like Jewel.
Who's Jewel?
I know you like No Doubt. I know you
Yeah,
jam out to No Doubt.
yeah, that's true. That's not the point.
I know you
You
love
know,
Shirley MacLaine.
don't do that. Stop. Listen. I listen to very masculine music. It's just so happened I have Destiny Child and a little bit of TLC and a little bit of
Yeah, that's suspect.
SWV and
All
a
that's
little bit of it.
suspect.
It's not. It's not suspect.
We
You know
talking
what I'm
some.
saying? Sometimes it's okay for me to listen to Mariah Carey. I got 5 Mariah Carey songs on my playlist.
What about the lady that sing Torn? That song Torn.
Nope, I don't got her on my list on my playlist. I don't even know who that is.
Okay. What about McLaughlin? Sarah McLaughlin. You got her on
Yeah, I
your
heard of her.
playlist? Yeah. I'm not
I'm
surprised.
weak. Not
Okay.
Dex saying he Toxic T don't got no masculine music. I gave you 4 men. I gave you 4 men. No, but they don't count though, because they're across the water. They don't count
I'm
though.
trying to think of this Canadian singer, man. What's that Canadian girl? I know you love this chick
Oh
from the way
god.
that you act.
The way that I act. Wait a minute, what you trying to say, Dex?
No, you just like some of these soft note music.
The soft I can't listen to shoot and kill a lick I can't listen to that every day.
I don't listen to that period because I don't put that in my
I'm not a
head.
hood guy, so I'm
Um,
sorry, Dex. I had to grow up listening to a lot of white music.
it's like a rainy day on your birthday. Realize
Ew.
nothing ever seemed to matter.
No, Dex. No.
What is that chick name, man? She was
No,
Anna
but you could
Anna
hey
Morissette. Alanis
Dex.
Morissette. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she
Alanis
go hard.
Morissette.
She go hard,
You
but that's
know
not the point.
that's what I'm
She
saying.
go
I knew
hard.
you knew her.
no,
Chuck, you see that? He said she go hard, Alanis Morissette. I knew it. I could feel it. I'm feeling your energy.
I know what you're talking about, but she go hard. No,
Yeah, Alanis Morissette.
Celine Dion, of course. She go hard. Ooh. Hold on for one more. I know there is pain when you hold on for one more day and you break free. You don't know that song? No?
Not really.
Hold on for Nelly Furtado, I'm like a bird.
What
I'm
about
like a
this one?
bird. I only
I
fly
get knocked
away.
out. After the event, after the event, think my soul. I get knocked out like an elephant.
What in
You
the
remember them
heck?
crazy white boys? I don't know whether they're from Germany or whatever.
Oh, the Beastie Boys?
No, not the Beastie Boys. Not the Beastie Boys. Some crazy. This is in the '90s. It was like
Yeah,
I
that's
get
past.
knocked
Yeah,
out like an
yeah. I don't
elephant.
know. That's past my
Like my
time.
soul. I get knocked out.
You never know. That might have been Marky
Oh,
Mark
no,
and the
not
Fresh
Marky Mark and
Boys.
Funky. No, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. You talking about Marky Mark and Funky Bunch?
What is that name? Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah,
Like,
that was. And then he went solo. He left the group and went solo.
and that flopped
Uh,
tremendously.
no, I mean, he's a very wealthy person right now today.
True.
He,
New Kids on the Block
yeah,
with
that's
his
his
brother
brother, Mark
Donnie.
Wahlberg, Donnie Wahlberg, and Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg.
Wait, he was part of New Kids on the Block too?
No, he was part of Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
But his brother Donnie was a part of New Kids on the Block.
Right.
Right.
Donnie was a singer, and Mark was a rapper.
And
Yeah.
their
He started
older
out as a
brother.
Calvin Klein model.
We forget
Yeah,
about
we
here.
about to get up out of here.
All right.
Shout out to everybody in
We'll
the
be here.
chat. Salute
We'll
to
be here
Dex.
tomorrow
Shout out
night.
T.
All right.
Yes,
Flight
sir.
Sports TV,
Flight
man.
Sports.
That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.